check the screen real quick. This.
I said, what? It's a song, man.
The Bati man. It's okay. What the hell? This is safety, man. I'm telling you.
The phone died?
I had 30%, man. It's just we just went off.
You died?
Yeah, man. It's just off, man. It's craziness. But yeah, we should be live, man. Hey, anybody on the comment board, just let us know if the sound is good, because I can check. Listen, it's 17, man. Because couldn't go into Germany bar, man. Just nonsense. Just gonna go to channels. Just go to channels. Yeah, I'm sure. I didn't do it because on my channel I got a place called. You can see the channel space called. Yeah, right there. Because you see me? Yeah. It's fucked up. I am
looking like this at the camera.
What?
Anyways. Shalom, Hakim.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto
YAHAWAH, BASHIM, YAHAWASHI, BASHIM, KABAD.
Double honors to the elders and apostles of great wisdom and taught us the truth. Peace and blessings to the hopefully elect 144,000 men pushing the truth and wholehearted sincerity across the four winds.
That's right.
We're the GMS Germany camp.
Good.
Out here preaching and prophesying the downfall of this wicked ass queen. For the spirit and power of YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI.
Good.
You know, hopefully, well, not hopefully, we are hastening the day of YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI.
Sure.
You know, praying for it that it comes expediently, man. You know, looking for it. Because why? Because this world is shit, man. The times that we're living in is nothing but it's a beautiful time for us because we realize that our kingdom is near. You know, but it's beautiful all over when you honestly think about it, because you see that the mirth is gone out of these people, man. You see that they're miserable, man. How Israel has long been miserable and under Esau's oppression and captivity. Now you see that these people are miserable. You know, there's nothing. There's nothing. There's no. They keep saying like there's a light at the end of the tunnel. There is no light at the end of the tunnel for them, man. What'd you say?
Yes, you said again, man. They called the Maxine basically and light at the end at the end of the tunnel. But you see the Maxine road right now. You see it everywhere popping off, and they say 1% of Germany is basically vaccinated, but still there's no end. There's no end of this period of time that we're in, man.
1%.
Yeah, 1% of Germany is basically.
And they say it have to be 70%.
Yeah, have to be over 66%, basically, over 2/3. Basically. Yeah, man.
But you know, low key, even the ones who are listening to what these demons are saying, you know, hearkening to the mask mandates, and you know, staying at home. Deep down inside, they don't want this. They don't want the vaccine, man.
Yep.
They don't want the BAXX. They don't want that jab. You know, they may on the outside tell everybody, yeah, we just wanted to, you know, we're just listening and doing what we got to do to get it. But when they get behind closed doors, they don't want that vaccine, man.
They're still gonna take it.
They're gonna have to, because it's gonna be forced upon them. They're gonna be put in a position where they have no other choice but to do exactly that. Just like the brother Kazak said on that live stream, man. Esau is making it so we got no choice but to come unto him, man. We got no choice but to look at the wickedness. It's cold as hell. She got shorts on, man. Shorts.
Yeah, man.
They're trying to stay trying to keep their spirits up. You know, stay positive. You know, think positive things and everything's gonna be all right. No, it's not. Sorry for you. It's not gonna be all right. The only thing that's gonna happen is things are gonna get worse from here. And we got them happy that it's going down. Why? Because that means our salvation is nearer than ever before. Let's go on.
This Matthew, Isaiah chapter 24, and let me start at 7. The new wine mourneth, the wine languageth, all the merry-hearted do sigh.
Go ahead,
Because the brother was talking about the basically mirth is gone, man. That's what you see right there. Because the merry-hearted are sighing, man. You see all the mirth of the, especially younger generations, is gone, man. And you see what they're doing. They're gonna push them more and more to the basically technology, man. More and more the people are basically they enforce now. Because back in the day, I remember the teacher was always like, "Don't be so much on your phones. You get basically the square eyes, you know." But now they're saying, "Hey, be on your phones, search out, basically come on the live stream for the class and everything, showing you that they're leading everything to the chip, man. All this leads down ultimately to the chip, which is the mark of the beast, man, which are implement upon the whole world, man, sooner than later, man." But verse 8, the mirth of chariots ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth. They shall not drink wine with a song, strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. Because normally you drink wine because you're mirth, you're in good spirit, you know, most of the time. But of course not that when you're in heavy spirits, you just drink too to basically numb the pain. But
they always been in the heavy spirit, low key, because they've been dumbed down. They've been fluorinated drones. You know, when you look at the way that everything is set up for them to do what? Consume, to be drones, to be consumers, to be not to question, not to wonder why, just to do what they've been told. So why do you think they get drunk on Fridays, man? Because they've been working their ass off the whole week, and then they think Friday and Saturday and Sunday they can party. You know, they're trying to like escape from the
reality.
Yeah, man.
That's what they're doing here.
Reality of what? Being a fucking slave. Being a slave. That's what they are. Esau don't care about his own people. How much so that he don't care about you goddamn Jakes?
That's right.
You know?
Go. That's the thing, man. You know, and you see more and more to the swim of YAHWASHI because you see all these people are basically getting done, man. They're getting done, man. Because you see that they now here in Germany are pushing a specific mask. For example, the brother state right now, which you have to wear when you go into shops, man. And then they're talking about you have to cut your beard, basically cut your beard, but you can wear it. Showing you that they want to control you. They're showing you that they want to be your power. Showing you that you don't have any freedom in this kingdom, man. And
they're tightening the screws, man. They're tightening their grip right now. They're tightening their grip. You know, they're showing you who truly run this. You're not in control of your own life. You know, we always say that there's no free will, but right now, you know, living in this kingdom, Esau is in control of you. He got you under lockdown.
That's right.
You know, and when I say lockdown, I mean like, let's just say you're making money and you don't pay taxes. What's going to happen?
Jail.
You're going to jail. Let's say you take money, you take Esau's money and copy it and make your own fake money. What happens? You go to jail. Let's say you say, you know what? I'm gonna buy me a piece of land and I'm gonna make me a farm. I'm just gonna let people come and grow fresh fruits and vegetables on my land. What they gonna do? They come in and confiscate it. You can't do anything, and if you don't own anything, you don't own. You buy a house, you don't own it. Why? Because you got to pay property tax. You don't pay the property tax, what happens? They come and take it. So it's not even yours. They just letting you rent it.
That's right. That's right, man. Because nothing in this world is yours, man. Not even your child is yours, man. Because right now in this lockdown, they're saying, hey, I remember.
Like he almost fell over the damn thing.
But I remember that when the whole thing basically kicked off, that they said they can even come in and basically take children from you, man. They can take your children from you.
They got legislation to come and take you out of your house, man.
And they even got even legislation right now here in Germany. Basically, the police can just when they seem to be a neighbor calls the police, be like, hey, what is it called? They got a party over there, man. The police is gonna knock and gonna come into your house and see, man. And that's what you have. And then another thing, they talking about they wanna do it basically super lockdown, man, or mega lockdown, however they wanna call it, man. Basically put harsher measures in here, man. Showing that we're in the full effect of draconian laws, man. And this is what you're seeing throughout this kingdom. You have to see here in Germany, of course, Europe is a forerunner for the whole world. And then you see basically the various forerunner for Germany, man. This is what you're seeing, man. Because everything that happens in Bavaria, sooner or later going to be basically common to the whole Germany, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They basically communicated what they want to do, man. I was just seeing the same. See? It's showing to us and shit. Yeah, man. But yeah. But to keep on reading, verse 9, Isaiah 24:9. They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it.
They can't even enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know? And that's what you see too. When they get the little parties going, you start come kicking in the door, giving everybody $400 fines, €400 fines.
And you have to understand, not for the whole party, per person.
Per person, yeah, man.
30 persons said they made 12,000 euros just in a second.
You know? And you can't even enjoy your wine anymore and peaceably in your own home.
Yeah, man. And the other thing is also on top of that, you don't even have a job to pay the fine, man. The job is gone to pay the fine, man. And that's the thing, man, because you see hyperinflation coming, and you see all these things leading down to the RFID chip.
The Brexit,
yeah.
The UK, you know. Hey, this shit is gonna get worse. It's not getting better, man.
That's right. This kingdom is falling, man. But our kingdom is right. Just rip off YAHAWASHI, man.
And you know what is this? Just like the scripture said, there's no new thing under the sun.
Yep.
You know that which has been before it is now.
Yep.
Okay, so how the Roman Empire, how it fell. You think that there wasn't people within the Roman Empire that didn't realize what was going on? There were people who were talking about it. You know, the people were talking about it just like now. Mm-hmm. The Republicans and the Democrats, they were saying that the money is now value, and they were doing the same thing that they're doing right now. The prophets were out there preaching and prophesying the downfall of that kingdom. Yeah. And what did they do? They didn't hearken unto the word. They didn't want to listen. It went down. It was destroyed. That's right. The money was hyperinflated. The money was deemed nothing, man. It was, I forgot where I read it at, where they were talking about the value of the money. Look at the demons, man.
Do something less with too.
Why are they waving at us?
Because we are some peace preachers, man. I'm telling you, man. Peace preachers out here.
They did the thumbs up like, hey, you know, because they see us every week. They think we're bringing out the good news.
Yeah, man, we're bringing out the good news, man. We're bringing out the good news.
Their good news. Their destruction. That's what we're bringing out, man.
We're bringing out the true news, man. And there's a demon that's gonna be destroyed too, man. But yeah, man. So keep on going. Isaiah 24:10. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. That's what you're seeing right now, man.
They shut the houses down.
Yeah, man. Shut the houses down. You see the city of confusion is breaking down, man. Babylon's breaking down.
My friend's house.
Yeah, man. I can do nothing.
I can't go to my boy's house, man.
Yeah, I can get some pleasure. They don't get the rocket anymore, man. So what they're doing is selling the pussy, man. You're seeing it right now, man. These women are so in despair, man. They selling the pussy.
They ain't got nothing else.
Yeah, man.
Let's think about it. And just think about it. When the shit really get to the nitty gritty, where it's gonna be less and less food, hyperinflation.
Like in what is it?
The movie
Greece or Argentina, one of the two places.
It was in Greece.
Yeah, they were selling basically the coochie for a sandwich, man. That's what they did.
The coochie, yeah.
Yeah, the coochie.
They're selling that coochie.
They were selling the coochie.
The kukunaki. They're selling that kukunaki for a sandwich, man. So you're gonna see. Look, they can't say shit.
Yeah, man.
They ain't got no mask on in the goddamn vehicle.
Yeah, man.
Is it these niggas again?
Yeah, it can be. Yeah, man.
Yeah, they coming again.
But again, so going to what's it called? Micah.
We've got you. That was. Didn't we already talk to you before?
Yes, a few months back.
Yeah.
You remember us?
Of course I remember.
This is nice. Is this new?
I was here the last time you were here.
Really?
What's it about?
The homeland of the Caucasian people.
Yeah. You see how beautiful it is. With Germany, the United States, Spain, Great Britain, and the great empires, great guys.
Yeah, man, all of those empires are falling right now too.
No, they're not falling, just chilling some.
How's Germany falling?
Yeah.
Is the economy doing good right now in Germany?
I
but-
wouldn't say that the economy in Africa is doing good.
Why is the economy in Africa not doing good?
Africa is not doing good because of the current situation with the coronavirus.
Nah, because of these countries raping and robbing and pillaging those countries.
That's right.
Kinda
That's
true.
why. That's why, because 80% of the world's resources come out of Africa.
And that's
What kind of
that's not
resources?
factually correct.
Whatever you need, like plastics, metals, all of those things. Where do you think they get in the resources to make computers from?
I mean,
Microchips and all of these things.
Some of
plastics.
these come out of South America.
South
and-
America, okay. Is South America's economy doing well?
Yeah,
No,
South
but
America
at the
is,
moment,
okay.
almost no economy is doing well
I-
except the Chinese.
I'd say South America is
Let's go.
also very.
Book of Malachi chapter 1, verse 1. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi.
Wait, what are you guys here for?
We're just trying to discuss with you. We're trying to understand why you think this stuff, why you believe this stuff, why you're trying to convince other people of this kind of, I wouldn't say stupid because I don't want to insult you, but
Things we don't agree with.
yes,
So because you don't agree with it, you believe that it's stupid?
we don't believe it's stupid. That's what I was trying to avoid. But we believe that
A lot of
this
it is not factual.
flawed. Yes, it's flawed.
Okay, so how? Prove to me how it's not factual.
Which part?
Which part? There's a lot of
Yeah,
things that
okay,
are
so
not
prove to
factually
me.
correct.
Prove to me what is it? What you see? Prove to it is not factual.
For example, I mean, we've talked about this, and the arguments, all of them are based on the Bible. And I mean,
How can the Bible know that stuff? It was
Because you
invented
don't
like
believe
20,
in it. So
40,
you-
30
you're
years
not
ago,
gonna- you
and the
can't
Bible
see.
is
You can't see it.
2,000 years old.
The Bible is a book of prophecy. It's a book of things to come.
The Bible is a book of nice stories.
No, it is not.
I think
What nice
so.
stories in the Bible? The
Like-
Bible talks about slavery. It talks about being killed.
Garden Eden. It's a nice story, but
In the
I
Garden
don't
of
think
Eden,
that
what
ever
happened in the
existed.
Garden of Eden?
Adam and Eve were created by God, and Eve was created by God himself, and Adam was created by God himself, and Eve was
Out of his
created
rib.
by his rib. Yes,
Okay, and what happened to them?
they were expelled from the.
And that's a good story. That
yeah,
God turned their
it's-
backs on them. That's a good story.
Yeah, but don't you think that maybe
You don't know the
God
Bible.
turned his
I
back
mean,
on
it
the
led,
entire
it led
humanity?
to the world how it is right now, and
It's the book of Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3.
We've already had a discussion with you, so there's no point to even talk to you.
That's right. For the vision is yet from the point of time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie.
So the vision of the prophecies that are written in the Bible for an appointed time, and at the end they shall speak and not lie. So we see the Bible has prophesied that this kingdom that we're living in is going to go down.
It is a kingdom.
This is a kingdom.
I,
How is it a kingdom?
I think it's a federal republic.
It's a kingdom.
Where's the
the
So
king?
do you
Who's the
not have
king?
rulers in this place
Yes,
right
We
now?
have
So
rulers, but we
okay,
elect them.
okay. So did not a king have
No.
governors and leaders of the military and so on and so forth?
Who's the king?
You're trying to be sarcastic. You
No,
know
no, I
exactly
really
the
want to
kingdom
know.
needs to have a king.
Yeah,
So
kingdom needs to have a king.
the
yes.
king pretty much are the ones who are in charge.
but those are
Who's
multiple
in
people.
charge?
It just means rulership. Kingdom just
Yeah.
means rulership.
But who's in charge?
What you mean who's in charge?
Who's in rulership of this kingdom, right? Of this place.
So you
right
don't mean kingdom as one people in charge and people below.
No, because kingdom means rulership.
Kingdom means, or it is.
Where did you
Yeah.
get the definition of kingdom?
From
Definition of
etymology.
kingdom is that there's a monarch, and the monarch has to be somebody who's almighty, and no,
has not.
yes, it is
Why it has
somebody
to be
who
almighty.
makes
how
the
kings,
laws.
how kings then are basically pulled down by some what is it called, governors from them. or some counselors.
He doesn't mean
How is it?
almighty, he means that he can decide on his own without
It's
consulting.
pointless to talk.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. Because you just got foolish questions. man.
Almighty
You
in
just
the sense of the law.
Because you're just talking nonsense. That's the thing. You don't believe in it, keep on going. Because you have to understand that we're not out here to convince you.
We don't want to convince you.
We're just out here to warn you. That's
What's
the
your
thing.
mission out there then?
Oh, to warn you. That's the
Bringing
thing.
the word out.
For the common destruction, for this prophets to come to, and for you people to go into slavery.
That's
and for
what's
all
going to
people
happen.
to rise.
I
That's the
don't
thing.
feel like I'm going to slavery.
Yeah, I know. You
Yeah,
said it
you
last time
don't
too.
see that.
I remember the whole conversation the last time that you was
It's
here.
good that you
It's good
don't
like
see
that,
it.
man.
You think when we were told that we were going to go into slavery that we believed it?
Different times.
What you mean? What different times? What you talking about?
I mean, different times in the sense of when African American people were enslaved.
So this was the person that went.
I want to
slavery.
remind you that you were sold by your own people. They were,
No, it wasn't.
we're
yeah,
not.
yeah.
No, we were not.
A lot of the slaves that went to America
Okay,
were
so
sold by
even
their
if we
own
were sold by our
lords.
own people, who bought them?
We bought them.
Okay, so
See,
does
we're
that make you any
speaking
better?
pride, man. That's crazy.
No,
No, but
see,
I
the problem
can't
with
be
you,
I
you're so
can't be blamed for
prideful. You gotta
sins
pride-
of my
let's go.
forefathers.
Yeah, but let me keep on doing this.
You will
Habakkuk,
pay for your forefathers' sins.
No, I
You are
can't.
your forefathers.
There
You
is
will
no
pay.
such thing.
Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
See? And it seemed like it's a far off, but we're living in the last days right now.
That's right.
It
so you're
is-
trying to protect human life with, or warn about the loss of human life?
Let's go. Keep
And if this is slavery, it isn't that bad, is it?
This is Psalms chapter 55 and verse 20. He has put forth his hands. He has put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He has broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter. The war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were the drawn swords.
And that's just talking about how Esau's true nature is. You know, he comes subtly speaking like he cares about your economy and your country, but he has war in his heart. Edomites have war in their heart. That's what they do. They were given the sword.
Can I ask you a question? What is Germania minor and what's Germania major? What's the difference?
I'm not
between those two?
answering none of your questions. Because we had a conversation before,
I'm generally
and it
interested.
got us nowhere. You don't believe in these things, so there's no point to even talk to you.
Yeah, because I don't see any evidence. There is no
Okay, so
evidence
if you
for
don't see any
your
evidence, then you
point.
can just keep going.
So why you wasting your time then?
They came straight here. They came
Yeah,
on
that's
the
what I'm
corner. Yeah, what are you wasting your time for?
Just keep on going and
No,
have a
I
nice
saw
day
you
in this
earlier,
pandemic.
and then we came here because last time we didn't feel like we
got convinced.
we weren't convinced.
We're not trying to convince you.
Yeah.
Who should say it, man? That's the thing. We're just out here to bring out the message. That's it.
What's
That's
the
our
point in
job.
standing out here if you can't convince
It's not
anybody?
for you.
So what's the message?
The message. Like, hey, I told you the message last time.
So your message is-
But this is Titus 3 and 9. But avoid foolish questions and genealogies and contentions and striving about the law, for they are unprofitable and vain.
Foolish questions.
Yeah.
They get a fool saying in his heart.
And also,
Go ahead.
a man that is an heretic, after the first and second admonition, reject. And that's the thing, man.
You know, you guys have been heretics.
Yeah.
We've already explained things to you, but you don't even believe in God. So what does it matter?
I believe in God.
You believe in
I'm
God.
Christian.
You're a Christian.
Yes,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
a Catholic Christian.
You don't even know what being a Christian is. What is it? What does Christian mean?
Christianity means
No, what does the word Christian mean? What does it mean?
a follower of Christ.
Okay, so what so if you're a follower of Christ, what do you have to do?
It's basically I go to church on Christmas. I go to church on Easter, and I believe in the Word of God. I think that there is a God out there somewhere.
No,
And,
so if you're a follower of Christ, what do you have to do?
I have to believe in Him. That's
Where
the point of
does it
religion.
in the Bible it says that you got to go to church for
I
Christmas?
think of my religion more of a social order that is here to remain peaceful, to control a peaceful society and not to make me a fanatic follower of anything. I think that this social construct that is written in the Bible is more to protect a civilized society and to ensure peace and a peaceful society, and we don't want any anarcho social construct here. So we follow the basic laws of humanity by not killing each other, respecting our parents, all those stuff, those 10 prophecies, or 10 Gebote, is this in English?
You know 10 Gebote?
Yeah. What is it in English?
Okay. The 10 Commandments.
Yeah. I think those are the most important things, so we can live in a peaceful society. That's religion for me. Religion for me is God sent us something that a social construct that helps us live peacefully and with a kind of respect for each other.
So John was talking about basically what you have to do for yourself.
That's what I want.
Okay, this First John chapter 2 and verse. Let me start at 3. And hereby we do know.
Okay, so like you say you're a follower of Christ, right?
I was raised so.
Okay.
I was raised that way.
So being a follower of Christ, you have to do what? You have to keep. You have to act accordingly as how Christ was, right?
Yes.
So Christ kept the law, statutes, and commandments, right?
It was Moses.
Say what?
Moses was the person who received the 10 Commandments.
No, but you're saying you. So okay.
He didn't understand it. He said Christ kept the commandments.
He didn't bring them.
He kept them.
He kept them.
He lived by them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
if
now
you're
I
a follower
understand.
of
Yeah, he
him,
lived by
then
them.
you have to do exactly what he's done, right?
Not exactly,
Not
but
exactly,
live
yes.
by the same rules.
Yes, live by the same rules.
So that means you live by the law
Yes, I live by the law as good as I can.
as good as you can. So is it a hard thing for you to not shave your beard?
I shaved yesterday.
Is it a hard thing for you to not shave your beard?
Why should I not shave my beard?
Because it's written in the law that you shouldn't shave your beard.
In what law?
Give me the law
All right.
in the Bible. Where does it say that I can't shave my beard?
This is the book of Leviticus chapter 19 and 27. You shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shall you mar the corners of thy beard.
See, that's talking about the corners of your beard. Okay, the corners of your head is getting the shape up, and the corners of your beard means you should not take the round it and get it shaped up.
You shouldn't even get it because
But if you get rid of it
to destroy it,
completely,
because you have natural lines from your beard, and you basically when you raise it, you're destroying it. This is what you should do.
And why should I? What's the point behind that? I don't
What
follow
I'm saying is,
stupid rules.
this Christianity does not live by the law. You're saying you're a Christian, but Christianity does not live by the law. What does Easter have to do with the Bible? Where does Easter come from?
Easter is the
Reincarnation of Jesus.
reincarnation of Jesus.
That is not what Easter stands for. Where does the eggs and the bunny have to do with the reincarnation
It's
of Jesus?
just marketing.
It's just marketing.
Yes.
No, that's not what it is.
then what is it?
Easter comes from the worship of the goddess of fertility, Ishtar, Ashtaroth.
And where is it in the Bible?
Ashtaroth is in the Bible.
Okay.
Ishtar is in the Bible.
Is it mentioned
With
is she mentioned by her name, or
I just told you the name, Ishtaroth.
and is it written in the Bible, Ashtar? I've
Yes,
never heard of the name.
Ashtaroth.
So
Yes.
you're
you're
saying- many
you're
services
saying that
since-
everybody who shaves or trims his beard isn't a Christian?
No, that's not.
So the Pope isn't a Christian.
No, he's not.
Yes, Bro, listen.
Fucking, man. Just
This
fucking.
is-
But
they
hey,
just
this
talking
is
shit,
yeah.
man.
This
Come
is
on,
First
bro.
John chapter 2 verse 3. And hereby we do know that we know him, if we keep his commandments. He that saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments, is a liar, and the truth is not in him.
He that say he knoweth and keepeth not his commandments is a liar. Go ahead.
Verse
Could I
5.
ask you a question unrelated to the stuff on the ground?
But
We're
whoso
talking about the Bible. So if it's not about the Bible and what we're talking about, then we don't need to talk.
I mean, I was wondering what your opinion was on coronavirus and the mask wearing, because I noticed that you aren't wearing a mask.
verse 5. But whoso keepeth his word, in him verily is the love of God perfected.
So if you keep the word, the love of the Most High is perfected. Go ahead.
Hereby know we that we are in him. Verse 6. He that saith he abideth in him, ought himself also to walk even as he walked.
See? So if you say if you're a follower of the Messiah, then you shall walk as he walked, which is also keeping this law.
But Jesus Christ himself said he is not the Messiah. He himself said.
So you're not wearing a mask because Jesus didn't wear a mask.
Who said that? What are you talking
We
about?
were asking about What is
You're
your
asking three
prophecy
questions
about
at
the
one time.
And the
coronavirus?
thing is, we said we don't
Is
answer
it
the
mentioned
questions.
in any
We don't
way
answer, we don't answer these questions. You just can keep on going because we talked last to you. Now you're up here again. We answer you the questions. We're talking to you. You're bringing up different stuff. We want to answer. Then you jump to another question. Then you jump to another
There's
question.
no point.
You never stay on one question that we can fully answer. So keep on going because talking to you is
Okay,
unnecessary.
let's fully talk.
No, this is
about
unnecessary.
the
We're done with
question
you.
do you want
That's
to?
the thing. Nah, man, we're done with you. That's the thing.
Yeah.
We're finished with you, man. You can keep on going. You can listen here, but be quiet. That's the thing. We bring edification up because we record it, put it on YouTube, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And that's
Can
it.
I give you a video?
No, you're not in the video.
What's
You're not in the
what's the
Yeah.
channel name? So
But anyway, this is Hebrews chapter 4, verse 14. Seeing then that we have a great high priest that is passed into the heavens, Yahushua, the Son of God,
Yeah.
let us hold fast our profession. For we have not a high priest which cannot be touched with the feeling of our infirmities, but was in all points tempted like as we are, yet without sin. So that's the thing. So
one
basically,
question.
Yahushua was following the laws and commandments and was without sin. He kept them to 100%.
What's
to the
this?
T.
What's this thing
And that's
about?
the thing.
What's this thing
The-
about?
the-
Poncho?
A sin is what? Transgression of the law.
Yeah.
So if you transgress the law, then you can sin. Then you are in sin.
Yeah.
See? So when you're sinning, you're not doing that which is written in the law. But then you have to also understand that the law was not given unto all nations.
That's right.
All nations cannot sin. The people that have been judged because of sinning are the Israelites.
That's right.
That's why you see them destroyed and at the bottom of things, man. Go ahead, man.
So this thing, man, see? This is how we deal with these demons, man. Hey, if they don't want to listen, they're heretics, just ignore them because they would just interrupt the teaching, man. They don't do it, man. And they are marked to speak of YAHAWAH and HALALYAM. BARAK, YAHAWAH, KABAD, AHBANAWA, man. Straight up, man. Cursing the fucking demons, man. Straight up, man.
You know why they came up here? Because they see what we said the last time is coming to pass.
And the other thing was also because we sending bonus out here still. They thought we just was a one-time wonder, man.
You know what I'm
Fucking
saying?
demons, man.
One hit wonder.
Yeah,
Nah,
man.
man. And it's we can just sit here and answer all those questions, but it's gonna get you nowhere. It's gonna vex your spirit, man.
The thing is, we tried even. The thing is, we
Yeah.
tried, but
Yeah.
what happened? We going into one topic,
As soon
we
as
jumping.
Yeah.
We jumping. We
Yeah,
jumping.
there's no
Hey,
point.
Get the
There's,
fuck out of
there's
here,
no point to even try, man.
Just get the fuck out of here.
It's pointless, man.
Kick rocks, man.
Can't.
But hey, shalom, back. Y'all yeah, man. Hey, that's the thing, man. Hey, just kick rocks and keep on going, man. You're gonna get put to slavery. Y'all runs by my hands, man. I'm telling you, man.
He's talking about social constructs and
Yeah.
religion is to
Yeah.
keep peace in the society. There's no peace here, man.
Yahushua came to what? To send the sword, man. Not
You,
peace,
you
but
don't
the
even
sword.
know the law.
That's right.
You're talking about you're a follower of the Lord, but you never even cracked open the Bible.
Yeah, man. He like, I was raised Christian. Only because he was raised Christian, don't know anything about. That doesn't mean that you know anything about the Bible, man. Not anything about our history, about the present right now, the future to come, and the past, man. Because we know about all these things. Because we have
Through
some
the scriptures,
Yeah.
man. We learn all of those things through the scriptures.
Yeah. Because the Bible is the laws, the past, the present, and the future, man.
Yeah.
It's all combined in this book. Because to see the prophecies come to pass, this is why these people are fucking shaking and baking, wearing the mask everywhere, killing themselves, you know.
They're
But hey.
depressed, man.
Yeah.
You know, and even with the truth in their face, they still can't see that their kingdom is going down.
Nah, man. Then he said, like, what is the kingdom? What you mean, what is the kingdom, man? Show me that they're completely destroyed, man. They're
Yeah.
really,
They-
they're really
they're
fucking eating like
foolish.
babies, man.
They think that they're smart from
Yeah.
the education method. What is it? Beguilig? When you educated, what is the word educated?
In German?
Yeah.
Ich
been beguiligt.
No, du, ich bin, I'm
I'm educated.
Ah, shit, that's not what it's in. Basically,
Beguiligt.
ich bin belehrt, ich bin gebildet.
Gebildet.
How was that? Because
Gebildet.
gebildet.
Ich bin gebildet, they always say.
Yeah, man, I'm gebildet. Basically, I'm yeah, like you
I'm
said.
educated.
I'm educated. I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you're
don't know what
educated
you're
in
talking about,
foolishness, man.
Yeah, you actually educated in sin, man. That's what you're educated in, man.
Not even sin, it's just educated in death. That's what they're educated in being vain.
Yeah, and
Fantasies, man.
But also, they basically educating the people, the children nowadays, to be fully in sin, man.
Yeah.
Because when you think about this whole system, is pushing sin upon you heavy, man. It's easy, man. I can just right now go sinning, man. I just can go to a man, to Solomon and be like, hey, let's start something, man. And he would do it
Quickly.
I could just go to the store and buy pork, man. I just could right now get a hamburger, you know what I'm saying, with some pork on it,
Bacon.
or bacon on it, you know what I'm saying. I could just go to the next married wife and be like, hey, let's pop something.
Milk.
Yeah,
Married
man.
mama.
Especially the MILF, man. She like, oh, a young dude want me. Let me jump on it quick.
Yeah.
She like, yeah, you're gonna do it good to me because a man can't do it anymore. And that's how fucked up this world is, man. We live in a world of sin and wickedness, man. And this is why these fucking people are enjoying it, man. Because the righteousness is basically what is it called in Proverbs, man.
You said what?
Righteousness is basically hateful to the wicked.
Yeah, kind
And righteousness and to the righteous, wickedness is hateful, roughly paraphrasing, man.
They
We
hate each
despise
other.
it, yeah.
They hate each other. They're despised. So, the thing about it is they want to play. They're not truly sincere.
Yeah.
They wanted to come up here and play and ask all these manner of questions. So, where did I say that the reason why I don't wear a mask is because Jesus didn't wear no mask?
Yeah. He just wanted to go force the answer out of him. That's why he wanted to church.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They want to bullshit, man. You know, because they got nothing else. They got no mirth like when we started the camp off. Their mirth is gone. They got nothing to enjoy in these days right
It's
now.
the spirit, man. We had a prime example. Then,
We are enjoying ourselves because we know that our kingdom is coming, man. Our time, and we're gonna see Israel back in rulership, man.
Good.
So we're rejoicing. Why? Because we're hastening the day of the Lord, YAHWAH, when all eyes shall see him, and this whole earth is going to mourn. Okay? When the whole earth mourneth because of who? The king. The king of kings, the king of terror is back on the scene, man.
That's right.
To them, this is horrible. This time is just bullshit. He want to know what we think about Corona. Fuck Corona, man. And you too, man. Huh?
Who you talking about?
I'm talking about this Edomite, man.
That's it. I was like, did somebody come out? Oh, yeah, man.
I'm not here to fucking for you to just. I'm not up here for you to bombard with foolish questions, man.
Yeah.
We're dealing with spiritual matters up here. You're not spiritual.
Yeah, man.
You're not a spiritual. You're
Carnal
fleshly,
beast, man.
carnal beast, man.
That's right, man. That's what love and destroy your asses, man. You know, that's
They carnal as fuck. When we brought out the RFID chip last time,
Yeah.
they were up here when we was. They laughed at us, man.
They laughed at us, and also what they say, what is it called, man? How, and even they was for it, man. They was for it, man.
Of course I will get it. Of
Yeah.
course. If I need to eat,
yeah. So show you that
you don't got no spirituality, man. Talking about you're a Christian, but you believe in flesh. You believe in your own flesh.
It's right. Basically, that we despise the wicked.
Yeah.
The wicked hates the righteous, and righteous hate the wicked, man. But I know it's Proverbs. But yeah, man. Hey, and you know what I saw too? When I was walking into camp, right? I saw some Christian preacher, supposed Christian preachers out there, man. It was hilarious, man. You know, the more about female that always singing. She was back in the business, man. She was singing out there. Yeah, man. But hey, what you see right now, man, is a murder bomb, man. That's why these people, what they're doing right now in the city, tell me, man, they have nothing to do. So they're like, let's go up to these niggas and talk shit, man. Because you saw he was proud of he was proud of slavery. He was proud of basically putting us into slavery, man. He was, because when he spoke about it, he was the first Edomite that basically was proud of that shit, man. Because always when we was talking about to Edomites about that, what the Germans say is it was the Americans, you know. That's what they're saying, but they don't understand that they are basically, that the Americans are the Germans and everything else, because the Americans are just Europeans. And that's the thing, you know. Suppose they're all came to us, man. They're all the Edomites.
Is it Proverbs 29:27?
29:27?
I think that's it.
Yeah. And that's what you see, man. So through Spring of YAHWAH was proud for speaking about it. And this is his downfall, man. And seeing, even Esau, this time right now, he sees his kingdom falling, but he don't want to admit it, man. You know, yeah, they're unjust. That's right. I said a righteous way to water. This is Proverbs 29:27. An unjust man is not abomination to the just.
So unjust men. These men they're unjust, man. That's right. They're abominations unto us. They vex when we see them moving the Bible. You know, when they're walking and they're doing their daily activities, man, it's vexing to us, man.
That's right.
Because we see that they're nothing, man. They live carnally. They live for what they can see with their eyes. They live by their bank account.
That's right.
What they got in their bank account, that's how they live it. and that's what they base your status off of. If you don't got no money, you're not walking around with your khakis and your little duck boots and with the little, you know, the little sailor shoes that they love, you know, with your Henley Henson.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
with
saying?
The Dior's and shit.
You know what I'm saying?
With the supposedly, what's the high value clothing, man.
And it just shows you that even it was a picture that the Aki sent it to the group, showing you that all of the that's what I want right there. Showing you that all of these name
Labels,
brands, these labels are owned by who? Edomites, man, and mostly they're owned by Amalek, man. Amalek. They all are in charge of all of the labels that you label yourself with, that you spend your whole paycheck on for one Louis Vuitton belt, 600 euros for a belt.
Man. So you know how
belt.
much.
Now, where that belt now?
Yeah.
You can't go no fucking where. Where your belt now?
Gonna end up in the stomach. You know why? You're gonna be like, that's real leather.
You're gonna eat that shit.
That's
You're
real
gonna
leather,
put it on the
brother. That's real leather, you know what I'm saying? Then you're gonna be like, the time of famine, like when Jerusalem was under the siege, and they had no food. What they did, man? They ate the leather belts, man. They had the leather clothing, everything that they could eat. They eat, and then at the end, they even ate their own children, man.
These beasts are gonna eat everything under the sun, man. They're gonna, you know, the first thing they're gonna attack, the pets.
Yeah, man. Like in the movie, the watch.
They're gonna attack the dogs first, man. Them dogs, man. You know, Esau loved the animals in their home, man.
And for sure. Proverbs 29:27. An unjust man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright in the way is an abomination to the wicked.
See, so of course they despise us because we're standing up for righteousness. What is this all for? We don't understand? Yeah, because we seem like an abomination to you. Because what? We're standing up for the word. We're standing up here in truth and sincerity for YAHAWASHI. Thankful for that he woke us up. He unplugged us from this bullshit ass matrix, man.
That's right.
He removed those goddamn drunken goggles. That's what the scriptures say. The truth shall set you free.
Yeah.
We're not free. We're mentally free. We're not under the same laws that these people. We're not under the lies. That's what I wanted to say. We're not believing in the lies that have been taught to us.
It's true, man.
We're not believing in the goddamn mammon anymore, man. We're not chasing mammon no more. Money.
We don't kill ourselves to basically to be accepted of society, man.
And then you're never gonna be.
Even you got the best job, you got a better job than Edomites.
Man.
You got a better job than Edomites. You're higher than Edomites.
They still hate you. They even hate you more.
Yeah, they be like, man, how does see that's the nigga? No,
they're waiting for you to fall.
No, they just put him up there because he's black, man. You know, now we get benefits.
Equal opportunities.
Now we get benefits, man, because of the what is it called, man? Because we're black and shit, man.
Now we in benefits. Hey, come on, man.
So yeah, keep on going. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 3. Knowing this first, that there shall come the last day scoffers, walking after their own lusts.
Last day scoffers walking after their own lust. So they're gonna walk after their own lust, which is what? The cares of this world. But see, the thing about that scripture is the Lord told us from the beginning. He told us when he was on the scene that these things are gonna happen. And that's why the Bible seems so unreal to them, because they're like, why do you believe in it? They don't even know what the scriptures are talking about, man. They don't even know that what the Lord is truly talking about in the Bible. Talking about their followers of Christ.
You don't even know Yahushua, man. If you would know Yahushua, you would know that he is dark-skinned man, kept the laws of his commandment, was here to bring grace and righteousness back to the nation of Israel, and has come back to destroy this fucking world, man. He gonna be the conqueror, man. He's the conqueror. He's gonna conquer this world, man. That's what he's gonna do. And you think he's gonna come back to set peace on the earth, man? You're fooling yourself, man. You know? Like it says in Matthew, but I have to look it up.
Matthew said,
because he said, like, I'm gonna come to send
think that I come to send peace?
Yeah. Right here. This is spirit, man. Luke chapter 12, verse 49. And it says, I'm come to set fire on the earth. And what will I if it be already kindled?
See? Just like we read when we was with the brothers, man.
Yes, sir.
The fire is already kindled, man. So the Lord is sent. He's like, what is he if it didn't come? I'm looking for the word. If it didn't come, it didn't. He pretty much made sure that the scriptures are going to come to pass pretty much. Because of him, the scriptures are made manifest.
Yeah.
You know, the fire on the earth is because Yahawashi came onto the scene. He came to fulfill what was written in the prophets.
Yeah, in Isaiah.
You know, he came to fulfill the things that were written.
That's right. He was a prophecy. You know.
Yeah.
And he's a prophecy to come back, man.
He was written about that he was going to come in the Old Testament.
Yeah.
All through the Old Testament, it talks about Yahawashi.
Yeah, man. Everywhere is mentioned, man. You know, everywhere is mentioned, man. Shiloh in Genesis.
Yeah, man.
Let me get there real quick, man.
They don't even. These people don't know that they think that. You see, they have a like he said, a social construct of what Jesus is, that they have been given to believe in. They don't believe in the scriptures. He says it's just to keep civil peace. That's what it's there for. Not even knowing that these people that say that they believe in are Christians don't even keep nothing that's in the Bible, man.
That's right.
Talking about the 10 Commandments. When you don't keep the 10 Commandments, man, the Lord says, thou shalt not kill. Look at these militaries, man. Going over to who? Like how America killed that dude, Salami, because he what?
Soleimani, yeah.
Because he's so-called terrorist.
And then also the scientists.
Come on, man. They don't keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, man.
That's right.
Because if they keep it, then he that killeth with the sword must what? Be killed with the sword, man.
That's right. That's right.
So whoever killed this man must be killed the same way.
That's right.
Come on. They don't know the scriptures, man. Go ahead, Art.
This is Genesis chapter 49, verse 10. The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh comes. And unto him shall the gathering of the people be.
Look at the word Shiloh.
Shiloh. I think it was Shiloh. Let me look it up again.
The blue letter.
Yeah, go. Because it's talking about Yahushua, man. Because unto him all people shall be gathered, man. Who is him? Yahushua, man.
Come.
That's the
Until
thing.
he come. Okay? So it's not even talking about when he came in the New Testament. He's talking about when he comes again. To do what? To destroy this earth. To destroy the wickedness of this earth.
That's right. Because Yahushua going to come back to some righteousness on this earth, man. To set the record straight, man.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? But it's Shiloh, like I said, Shiloh. He who it is, that which belongs to him. Go on.
He say it again.
He whose it is.
He whose it is. And who is everything given unto? That's what the Lord said. The faithful servant, he's gonna make him rule over his goods.
And what are his goods, man?
Everything is his, man. The Lord Yahweh gave everything unto his son. He sit back and let his son judge the earth, man. So everything belongs unto Yahawashi, just like the elect men belong unto Yahawashi.
Right. Like I said, let me get that too, man. This Colossians chapter 1. And let me start at verse 12, I think. And it says, giving thanks unto the Father, which has made us meet to be partakers of the inheritance of the saints in light, who has delivered us from the power of darkness and has translated us into the kingdom of his dear Son.
Kingdom of who? His dear Son. And who's the son of Yahweh? Yahawashi. Go ahead, huh?
In whom we have redemption through his blood, even the forgiveness of sins.
So, did he not come and give his blood for the remnant of Israel? See, that's why we have redemption of forgiveness of our sins. Because without Yahawashi, we would still be lost, man.
We'd be straight right now.
Yeah, man. If it wasn't for Yahawashi, we wouldn't be lost. We would be lost. Yeah, come on.
We'll be done, man. We'll be done, like the brother always said. Verse 14 or verse 15. Who is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of every creature?
Who is the image of the invisible power, the firstborn of every creature? So everything belongs unto who?
Man. Because the thing is, when it says firstborn of every creature, it means he was the first creation, man. He was the first creation of Yahweh, man. And that's it. You know, because through him came all things. Yahweh created Yahawashi, and through him, through Yahawashi came the first fruits which are the elect, and then everything was created, man.
Yeah.
You know. in 6,000 years, or basically 7,000, because the seventh day was the rest. Verse 16. For by him were all things created that are in heaven and that are on earth, visible and invisible.
See, so all things were created by him in heaven and in earth, visible and invisible. So things you can't see and the things you can see. Go ahead, Art.
Okay. Whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities, which are demons, or powers, all things were created by him and for him.
See? Thrones. So this kingdom was set up by who? These Edomites have been set in power by who? The Most High. YAHAWAH. He set these men up, man. That's why the scriptures say he will give it up, over to who he chooses. Yeah, let's get, yeah.
The king, right?
Yeah. The Most High ruler the kingdom of men.
This is Daniel chapter 2 and verse, let me say that, 20. Daniel answered and said, blessed be the name of the Most High forever and ever, for wisdom and might are his. And he changed the times and seasons. He removed kings and set up kings.
The Lord removed the kings and set up kings. Okay? He put King Xerxes in power. He put King Agag in power. He put Samuel in Saul in power. He put King David in power.
He put Esau right now in the rulership.
He put Edom into the rulership. When you read the scriptures, it tells you that the Lord put these men into. What did he tell Samuel? I mean, what did Samuel tell Saul? He's going to give the kingdom over to, the Lord is giving the kingdom over to his neighbor, which is David. So the Lord set up these men, man. He's ruling both sides.
That's right.
Because why? He's omnipotent, man. All things are from him. Nothing will exist without the Most High.
All powerful.
Go ahead, all right?
Come. To finish it off, he giveth wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that know understanding.
See? He giveth wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them of understanding.
That know understanding.
That no understanding. And no understanding is the truth. Knowing the truth.
Yeah. No, because like it says knowledge. It says to know. So you know things.
Knowledge.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
That's
That's the thing,
what it
man.
means.
And then you got knowledge, wisdom, understanding, right? So knowledge is basically you know the scriptures, you know the understanding of scriptures. Wisdom is applying the scriptures, and understanding is what's gonna follow if you're gonna do things.
Yeah.
You're gonna basically experience of the wisdom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is knowledge, wisdom, understanding.
So
first
you
is
have knowledge of it, then you can act out.
Yeah,
That's your existence. And then man, wise man, you doing that. You wise. You're a wise man. Because you understand, so you act out. And then you get understand. Like truthfully you get understanding, man.
Yeah. And then you know what's gonna come to pass if you're gonna do this. For example, you know, if you're gonna fast, man, your spirit gonna be uplifted, the flesh gonna make weak. You're gonna first you know it from the scriptures, then you're gonna do it. You apply the wisdom. You're gonna do basic wisdom, and then you know you're gonna basically understand what happened, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, man. But yeah. So Daniel, I gotta precept. Daniel 4:17. This matters by the decree of the watchers and the demand of the word, by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and set it up over the basis of men.
Set it up over. So he given it to whom he will and set it up over it the basis of men.
That's right.
And who's the base man? Who's the base man? Hey, Esau Edom, man. You see it, you can see it physically. They're the base men. They got no melanin. The sun kills them. You know, they deteriorate as they get older.
Yeah, man.
They love beastful acts, man. They love having sex with animals.
Love wickedness.
They love eating blood. They love being in darkness. They love lies and deceit. Their mouth is what? Smoother than butter, but in their heart is warm. and you see exactly who they are, man.
This was the same prime example then, because they was smoother than butter, man. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we just come here to ask questions, but we know the hard, man. There's the fucking sword. If they have right now the opportunity to kill us, they would do it, man.
They would have killed us
For joy, man. I'm telling
Yeah.
you. You know what I'm saying?
murdered them, man.
Yeah, man. Right now, they'll be
They
like,
wouldn't
yes.
have did it themselves though. They would have done some cunning shit where it's motherfuckers that come and kill us, man.
Yeah, man. Tried to kill us. Man.
Reporters, you know what I'm saying? That's why he's like, what's the channel?
Yeah.
You know?
So I ignore the question, man. I was
Yeah,
like,
ignore these people, man.
Yeah.
That's
It's
all
a
we can
heretic,
do.
man.
Yeah, they were straight
Let
heretics.
me look up real quick again the etymology of heretic.
Heretic, huh?
Let me look it up real quick. Just bring the edification on.
Straight up pointless to talk to these beasts.
Yeah, man. Where's my
To try to reason with them. For what? There's no we ready for the kingdom to be brought in. We're not trying to explain nothing to you people no more, man.
Yeah, man. The thing is, hey, if you come here with a sincere question, we're gonna answer.
No,
But-
these heathens, man, they the spirit, the way I feel inside with these heathens, man, we got nothing to talk to you about anymore.
Because when you think about a sincere, not a sincere, but a question, really question, normal question without any thoughts behind it, you're gonna answer. But these motherfuckers, man, when they came up here straight up, man.
You see how they were walking over here, man?
Yeah.
And I felt it. When I saw them, I already knew that they was coming for bullshit, man.
Yeah. Sure.
But like the Ox said, if you have a sincere question and you truly
Answer,
want to
man.
know, we're gonna answer.
This is the easy thing, but if you're a demon, we're gonna treat you like a demon. If you have a question like a normal person, we're gonna treat you like a normal person.
They ask us one question, we try to get it, then they ask you another question.
Yeah,
before
that's
you can
what-
even answer this question.
Yeah. She really got it. I wouldn't say, but she got a shield for basically for the child, yo.
A mask.
Yeah.
No, that,
I bet it's normal, just
that's
like
a
for the
normal white
child.
shield.
No.
Yeah.
But it was like, huh? But a heretic, the definition of the etymology, one who holds a doctrine at variance with established or dominant standards. Heretic, yeah, it's basically having different belief, basically. You know what I'm saying? And this thing. But let me look
That's
at
another definition that I read before.
the heretic.
I think I just looked at the definition of the word, not the
Yeah.
etymology.
Let me look it up real quick.
Because when we last time brought it out for this dude,
Yeah.
we looked at the definition of it. You know, we looked at the definition and it was something. I can't remember what it was. But it said something.
Heretic, a person believing in or practicing religious heresy, a person holding an opinion at odds with what is generally accepted.
So they would call us heretics, actually, but we don't hold the. First off, we don't believe in religions. You know, in this world's religions,
No, how are we gonna look it up? So okay. In the Brule that we looked it up.
Khan, that's what it was.
Yeah.
In this world's religions, and we're heresies. You know, we're bringing out the truth. These people are believing in heresies, man. They believing in word of mouth, broken down, fake broken down definitions of scriptures, and the meaning of words. You know, not really going into it themselves. They're just going by what other people say. That's just like how this demon said he go to church for Easter and for Christmas. He don't even know where those things come from. They're not even in the scriptures. The Lord,
Yeah.
why would you?
Okay, read it.
Go ahead, Ike.
So it says, the first one, fitted or able, said the word heretic, G141, fitted or able to take or choose a thing, schismatic, factious, a follower of a false doctrine.
Follower of false doctrine.
That's a heretic for you, man.
See,
That's what they are.
they
man.
are followers of false doctrines.
That's right.
Because they're talking about Christmas, Easter, and that Easter has to do with the resurrection of the Lord. That's not true. You've never even took the time to even break it down or look for yourself.
That's right.
You just go by what your parents have taught you. And that's why they're going to say, surely we have inherited lies, man.
That's right.
That's why the scriptures are going to, when the truth comes out, they're going to say, surely we have inherited. Let's get that, yeah.
That's Jeremiah. Jeremiah 16 and verse 17. For mine eyes are upon all their ways, they are not hid from my face.
See? Go ahead.
Neither is the iniquity hid from mine eyes.
See? Go.
Verse 18. And first I will recompense the iniquity and the sin double, because they have defiled my land, they have filled my inheritance with the carcasses of the detestable and abominable things. Verse 19. O Yahawah, my strength, and my fortress, and my refuge in the day of affliction. The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit.
See, and they thinking that they're doing that which is written in the Bible, but they're not. Why? Because they don't care. They don't really care. That's just what I was about to. Okay, yeah, they don't even care. Ecclesiasticus 19 and 20. Because if they say that they love the Lord, they love God, but they don't fear the Most High. Why should I? You know, people actually say, "Why do I fear? Why should I fear Him?" They don't understand what wisdom and knowledge and understanding is. Go ahead, all right?
So, chapter 19, verse 20. The fear of the Lord is all wisdom, and in all wisdom is the performance of the law.
See, the fear of the Lord is what?
It's all wisdom.
Okay, and go ahead.
And in all wisdom is the performance of the law.
So, in wisdom is you have understanding and you have knowledge, and you have wisdom, then you do what? You perform the law. You keep the Shabbat like it's supposed to be. You keep the true feast days and everything that was written in the scriptures that the Lord said we must keep. But they don't fear the Lord, so how can they do these things? You know what I'm saying? They don't have no fear of the Lord, man. So therefore, they don't have wisdom. So they fear the eyes of men. They don't fear what the Lord has said in the scriptures. Go ahead, all right?
That's right. I got a piece of it for you. So like it. Both 1 second. 1 second. So right here. This is Sirach chapter 23, and I'm said 18. A man that breaketh wedlock, saying in his heart, who seeth me? I am compassed about with darkness. The walls compass me about with darkness. I like it. The walls cover me, and nobody seeth me. What need I to fear?
See, you don't got no fear of the Most High, man. Go ahead, all right?
The Most High will not remember my sins. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men, and considering the most secret parts. Is it done already? Done. This thing, so basically, like this was just an example of one that don't fear YAHWASHI outside. He think he can do whatever he wants, and he only fears the eyes of men. He like, hey, I don't want to be basically condemned by the men, for breaking wedlock, for basically breaking the marriage and everything, And that's the thing. Such a man only fears the eyes of men. This what only fears the eyes of men.
But when you think about that spiritually, that means turn away from these laws, these statutes and commandments. I mean, the world's philosophies and doctrines, because they're married unto this world's folliness, right? So when you break that wedlock of believing in the things that this world has set up, they fear the eyes of men doing that. So then they say, "Oh, you're a fanatic."
Basically, married to a strange woman.
Yeah. They are married to a strange woman because that strange woman is this doctrine.
And this is what I'm saying. Then they break the wedlock, and they're afraid of it. Understand what you're saying?
They're afraid of the eyes of men to go against this woman here, the great whore. Whereas we broke that shit off as soon as we found out that we were on a strange woman. We broke it off.
It's true. Because of course, when it comes to this truth, you don't lay off all the bad habits.
But you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we turned our backs on these things because we gave it up. We gave up everything, man. For real. We turned our backs on the mirth of this world early.
Yeah. That's right.
the men who follow Yahawashi, they turn their backs on this world quickly, man.
Because when
Why?
you think about Yahushua's time, what happened, man? He was just calling them, and they first to call him for Yahushua, man.
He saw them two fishermen. He said, "Come with me, I'll make you fishers of men."
Yeah.
They're just like, "What?" They followed him.
That's right. It's the spiritual, we did the same thing, man.
You know,
because
the spirit and power.
Yeah, because Yahushua called us. You know, because we knocked on our door, like it says Revelation 3:20. You know, we knocked on our door, and then boom, we followed him, man. You know, we let him come in and fed us, and we followed him, man.
Yeah.
Since that day, RAWCHAA to the end, man. You know?
Yeah, RAWCHAA is up.
Yeah, man. But to go back to finish it off, no, what's done there? But going back to Sirach 19, in verse 20. The fear of the Lord is all wisdom, and in all wisdom is the performance of the law, and the knowledge of His omnipotency.
See, so they didn't even know how strong the Lord is. Omnipotence. That means
All powerful.
never-ending power, infinite power, man. Infinite power. They don't even believe in it.
Because we're going to the word omni means all,
Mhm.
and potence. Because when you potent,
Strength.
the power, strength.
Yeah.
All strength is all powerful.
Uh-huh.
It's all Bashim Yahshua.
Never-ending power, man. Never-ending power.
It's unlimited divine power,
Come on.
almighty power.
See? Unlimited power. I've looked it up too.
God says here, from the word from omnis, all, and potence, powerful, all powerful. That's all Bashim Yahshua, man. You know
And what is Esau known for? Impotency.
Potency, yeah.
Yeah.
He basically useless, man. He just really useless, man.
His rod is useless. So what did he do? Take the blue pills. You know, Viagra.
He basically made the Lord made him to a eunuch, basically.
Come on, man.
Yeah, man.
But he uses his witchcraft to get back his strength. Just like he was made to be weaker than his younger brother Jacob. So what does he do? I gotta make the playing fields even. So I'm gonna create steroids, Dynabol and anabolic steroids, and then I'm gonna be on the level of my big brother.
But still,
My young brother. So
they still can keep up though. That's the funny thing.
they tried it like hell, and then after 4 and 6 years of doing those steroids, they revert back into who they truly are.
Yeah, man.
Even worse than what they were before.
Because they destroyed the body, basically. Injected stuff and
Just for that good 4 years of glory.
Listen. The thing is, listen to me. Listen to me. Esau would sell everything for a minute of glory, man. I'm telling you.
Did he not sell his birthright
Yeah.
for one morsel of meat?
Yeah, man. He's a fake person, man.
Lest there be any.
Fornicated.
Yeah,
man.
let's get that, man.
I still got the
Let's finish that first. Yeah.
this book of Luke 12 verse 15. But I have a baptism to baptize with, and how am I straitened till it be accomplished?
See?
Come on.
So he has a baptism. That baptism is what? That fire, man.
The spirit of fire, this word.
So how can he be relaxed until it happens? You know what I'm saying? It got to come to pass. He got to do this.
That's the thing.
Go ahead, Ak.
Finish it over, verse 51. It's the point. Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on the earth? I tell you, nay, but rather division.
So the Lord didn't come to bring peace on the earth. Which he's talking about that the scriptures is what? For peace, to keep peace on the earth. What was it?
Just look. That's the spirit, I tell you. But yeah, man, hey, this is to keep them going. Like you said, man, hey, Yahushua gonna come back with fire, man. That's what we see him, man. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna destroy these 2/3 and all the people that should die, man. Because 2/3 of all people are gonna die, and also many of the other nations are gonna die, man. But there's still gonna be a remnant that we're gonna possess, man.
Read that last piece up again. Read it one more time. You're trying to throw me off for a second. Go ahead, Ak.
Luke 12:51. It says, "Oh, suppose ye that I am come to say, give peace on the earth?"
Just like the goddamn Edomite said that the Bible is to bring peace, to keep peace in the earth, and that he's a follower of Hamashiach, Yahawashi.
I didn't say much yet, though.
I don't want to call him Jesus, man.
Yeah, what is it, Christ?
Yeah, he's a
Christ.
follower of Christ, right? But the Lord says what? Go ahead. That was a Jake in there with an Edomite. You saw it?
No, it was good.
Oh, that was a good.
On the right side was good.
I saw the baby look like he was Jake back there. He was knocked out. Go ahead.
To finish it off. Suppose ye that I am come to send peace to give peace on the earth.
Come on, man.
I tell you, nay, but rather division.
These scriptures not going to bring peace on the earth.
Yeah, man.
These scriptures, if you follow in it, go ahead, huh? You got it.
And they bring division, man, because we see it. In our family, 27, we call it truth, transform it into the light.
I miss who you used to be.
Yeah, man. Hey.
See, we can't chill no more.
And then the Lord show you even things after this. People supposedly get peace with you again, right? The Lord show you things after that, man. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
The Lord show you sometimes things, man. But what it said when it was mad at you, when demons jumped on them, but it said upon you comes out, man.
Yeah, it comes out even more so.
Yeah.
And it comes out all the time.
Yeah. That's the thing, you know? This is why you have to be circumspect and also consider who's around you, man.
And the funny thing is, the ones when I first came into this, they was calling us, "Hey, you was in the forest talking about women, you crazy and everything." And then it'd be the same one that want to say, "Hey, can we come over and chill with you?" And I'm like, bro,
I've been like, "How you talking to me? What you talking to me?"
You know damn well you don't like me.
The thing is, for me, this is what I'm telling you, man. When you come to the truth, step by step, you cut everything out. You cut the people from the world off, man. Of course, you're gonna deal with the people on your plantation, so on and so forth, and in your environment, for example, neighbors say hello, but you don't be like, "Hey," they hold me from back in the day. We call them Lee now.
Chill, man.
Hey, come over, man. Let's play some station, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some hoes. You don't do that shit, man.
Where the hoes at?
Yeah, with the hoes. Yeah. You don't do that shit, man. You don't do that shit, man.
Hey, because this shit is dead, man. That shit is dead.
That's right. You know, so you seeking y'all bashing your shot. You only want to be with like-minded men. You don't want to be with fucking 2/3, man. For what use, man? What you think is gonna come out of it, man?
Precept about that too.
Yeah. You mean John 15?
Yeah, con.
Surrect 12.
The power of our sins. What have the righteous to do with unrighteous?
2 Corinthians 6.
Second Corinthians, con.
Yeah, let me get that also.
You know, you want to be holy. You want to be separate.
Yeah.
You want to purge yourself of iniquity. You know, you want to be seen as a pleasant thing in the eyes of the Most High. Acceptable, con. But then you want to, you can't mix it.
Yeah, man.
The more you try, the more they're gonna try to pull you to wickedness, man.
Yep. Because you have to understand you're in a spiritual warfare, man. And if you take too much advantage, you're gonna fail, man. You're gonna fall. You're gonna be put back into the world. Gonna be destroyed.
Them demons, like we said, every time you level up in the spirit, those demons are leveling up with you.
Yeah, man. Because it's no testing you, man. Because it's like we always say in the video game, man. You're level 1. You're like,
it was easy. You go to level 1 easy,
boom,
bro.
boom, boom, boom. You always know you're level 10.
Mario.
Yeah.
Remember Mario?
Yeah, man.
First level Mario, you breezed through that shit, man.
You're just running. You're like this. There was like one hurdle. You're like,
that was easy.
You're like, done. Easy.
Then they go to or Tetris.
Yeah.
Tetris.
Yeah, man. Then go fast. Well, even like I'm talking about like sword games. You know what I'm saying? Like fighting games. Because I think about
anime.
Yeah, man. You know,
Anime.
Hey, you know Sword Art Online, right? I played this.
That's because they say I was saying it wrong. Some Asian dude said I was saying anime wrong.
Fuck out of here,
Go
man.
ahead,
It's
man.
fucking anime, man.
It's
Fuck you.
Anime.
Yeah, man. You're gonna say anime when I got you in chains, man. Fuck out of here, man.
Go ahead, huh?
But listen to me. So it was this one game, basically. Sword Art Online is called, yeah.
Yeah.
And you could basically, this is dope game because you could go to the store, gear up, you know, your sword, have swords and everything. Then you level up, right? But the first level, you go to these things, you kill them easy. But then you fly in the air. You also was able to fly. You fly in the air, and out of nowhere you're like level 60, right? I've never seen like a level 70 dragon come, bro.
Like World of Warcraft.
Bro, you tired. You're fighting against that shit. You need to die. Like 1%, you made it. Yeah. And that's the thing with you, man. And it's truth. You level up, and then this demon gonna put you to the point where you think like, hey, you can't take it anymore. And then the Lord gonna basically let you overcome, man. That's what you have to understand, because the Lord won't give you anything fucking bullshit, man. The Lord won't give you anything too hard for you, man. I'm telling you. He wanna just give you the thing that you can bury, man.
The thing that you can conquer.
Yeah, man.
And when you conquer it, you can be like, you know, like we always say, like Job, man.
Yeah, man.
We always talk about Job.
Yeah, the two precepts.
Job is the king of adversity, man. Yeah. Job was tested so greatly on this earth, and he overcame it. Why? Because he never lost his faith in YAHAWASHI. Go ahead, huh?
Get a precept. Real quick with Job first, and then I get the other one. You tell me what you want first, man.
Let's go to Job.
No, because I'm talking about the precept where it says, right here is it. So like, remember the patience of Job. Right here.
Yeah.
This is what I want to get. I didn't read it in the wall. That's there, man. Where is it, man? And it's the first reading, man. It should be the second one. But let me get the other one first and look up the other one. The 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship has righteousness with unrighteousness? Or what communion has light with darkness? Verse 15. So basically, like it says, be not unequally yoked with unbelievers, man. We shouldn't be with the sinners, man. Because what has righteousness to do with unrighteousness, man? It makes us sin. Because when it comes to truth, like we read before, Proverbs 29 and 27, when you an unjust, a just man basically despises the unjust. The unjust man despises the ways of the just man. So they basically, you like what fire and light and sun, man. They can light light and darkness. They can be at the same time together, because when lightness is there, when the light is there, when the sun is there, basically the darkness is gone. But as soon as the sun goes down, the darkness coming up, and the moon gives still light, but not as strong as basically and as strong as the sun. So you see that basically that light and darkness can work together, man. They're working against each other. When the one is there, the other can't be around. When the one is the other there, the other one can be around. The same thing with us. Because when I think about wicked niggas, man, when I'm just imagine it, man. With people from the world back in the day, man, you're chilling with them. Then we order some pizza. You know, you order pizza just
pepperoni on my drink.
Yeah, man. Then you just order basically like your vegetarian, you know, like with some veggies on it. You know, good things, eating it, enjoying it. Then you look over, be like,
pork.
He got fucking what is it called, chicken on it, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Prosciutto,
man. He got
that
all
shit
kinds.
though, man.
Then he got shrimps on it. He got all kinds of relations on that shit, man. Then you're like, what the fuck I'm doing in here, man? Your spirit should be like, man, what the? Inside you be like, what the fuck, man?
That happens to me often, though, bro.
See?
At work, I'll be like,
Yeah.
why am I like,
Yeah.
what the fuck, man?
That's what I'm
What
saying.
the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You should
James
be
5 and 11.
Yeah.
Which I was looking for.
The water, man. Yeah. See?
Okay.
I know. Hey, the water. But to finish it off, verse 15. And what concord has Hamashiach with Belial? Or what part has he that believeth with an infidel?
An infidel, non-believer. That's what do you have with it? That's why it says that you should measure the time with them, man. You know, if you have to be around them, when you get around them, watch your clock. Watch the time, because you're gonna see how vexing it truly is. When you want to be righteous, you hang around these wicked ass people. It's nothing but vexing, man. And then those demons that are on them, they try to come on you, man. It's a snow, bro. It's snow. I thought it was a spider for a second.
No. I was like, oh shit, I can see it. It's dope. Because
That's an actual star, like a snowflake, like for real. God, man.
Man, it's a beautiful thing. And that's what we have to understand, man.
Snowing out here.
Yeah, because we in the time, man, when we should be sharp as much as we can, man. We shouldn't be nonsense or bullshit. I don't know, man. We shouldn't be bullshit. Because you see, what time we in, man. Time of judgment is coming closer and closer. Time of the end is coming closer and closer. That's why the elder apostle Taha perfectly claimed this year
Through the spirit, man.
through the spirit of YAHAWASHI, hastening unto the day, unto the coming of the day of YAHAWASHI, man.
Because this could be it, man.
Yeah.
This year, man. The way this shit is just turning up right now.
Yeah, you have to understand the situation, man. In Paris, or in the whole France, I think,
6 to 6, man.
you're only allowed to be 12 hours out, man. 6 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock in the night. That's it, man.
In the UK, they're talking about they're only gonna let people out once a week.
Yeah, like we talked about 2 days ago in the live stream.
They're only gonna let them once a week. They're gonna let you out.
So you have to get all groceries once a week, man. So you're only allowed to work. You know what I'm saying? And to basically go get food, man. So you really
take your ass home.
You're really cattle, man. What is cattle allowed?
Yeah.
Cattle is allowed to go
Plow.
out, to plow and to eat. That's it, man.
And then go back into the stable.
You know, and then they'll go back to sleep. This is what they want to do with you,
Yeah.
because you are cattle in the eyes, man. And what you should do is seek YAHAWASHI 10 times more what you can, man. All you're gonna be is destroyed with this world, you know. Because in the part of this world, You're gonna be destroyed with this world, man. That's simply the fact.
That's because we know that this is not our rest. Man.
Yeah, man, this is no fucking
The
rest, man.
children of Israel, the true, the remnant,
Yeah.
the hopeful elect know that this is not our rest.
Come,
Why? Because this place is about to be destroyed. This place is going down.
man.
And that just shows that we are what? Closer to our salvation, man.
That's right, man.
Closer to being beamed up into those chariots. Closer to seeing YAHAWASHI crack open the sky
Yeah.
and bring great judgment onto this earth. And then to allow his hunters to his and they're gonna hunt, boy. They're gonna run. They're not gonna feel faint. They're not gonna have remorse on these wicked ass people, man.
Because the river of the Most High is gonna be upon them, man.
Hey, we ready. We ready to see that, man.
And like the one brother said, like, I'm gonna put the fear of God on you, boy.
They don't have it. Like we said, they don't have the fear. Of
Hey,
the
this
Most
is what gonna bring the fear of God upon you, boy.
High. Yeah, man.
That's what we're gonna do, man.
They don't have the fear of the Most High, man.
Hey, when I heard that, man, I couldn't make it anymore.
That's me. That's how.
Yeah, that's you, man. What you talking about me? I'm in the picture.
I'm
in the picture. Yeah, come here. I'm like this. I'm like this. What the fuck, man? But yeah, man.
It's good.
Hey,
You finished that?
and yeah, I want to say quick. You have to understand that the World War III is right around the corner, man. You understand the situation that we're in, man? You understand in which time we're in, man? We're in the time of heavy prophecy come to pass. We're in the time of the end, man.
We're in the time of the RFID chip.
Yeah, man. And then the brother in New York saw massive amount of chariots, man.
Yeah, I saw this.
We saw a Day of Atonement last year, man. We saw basically
Chariots.
this year because we're still in this year, but they call it to their calendar. Last year we saw 30 plus chariots, man. 30 plus chariots in one night.
That night when I was like, oh,
Yeah.
and I thought I'm going, bro, to
Yeah.
the east. I was like, what?
See?
I had never seen nothing like that in my life, man.
Do you think this is the right thing to say? Right thing to see? No, man. YAHWAH is bringing the end, man.
And what did Esau do? Those are satellites.
Yeah, man.
Trying
Hey,
to lie, man.
hey, let him talk, man. Let him talk, man. We
Those
know
are
what's going on.
satellites, man.
And this
Yeah,
is why
okay.
we understand. We have to understand also that these vehicles are vehicles of salvation and condemnation, man.
Come, man.
So that's the thing, man. So
Come,
going
man.
back to James chapter 5 verse, let me start at 10. Take my breath from the prophets who have spoken in the name of the Lord for an example of suffering, affliction, and of patience.
So the Lord sent his prophets onto the earth to do this work for examples of what? Read it again.
The last part.
Yeah.
So let me read the whole thing again. Take my breath from the prophets who have spoken in the name of the Lord, Salakim.
So we spoke in the name of YAHWASHI, you know, and we've done that. You got the elder apostles of great Muslim who've been doing it for plus 30 years, man.
And then,
Speaking and prophesying the downfall of this wicked world, bringing out the RFID chip, edifying masses of people with the true history of the Bible, of this world,
which is truth,
uncovering the lies that Esau have set up, all to do what? All through what?
yeah, I just wanted to check real quick the battery because I wanted to see. Oh shit! See that ball getting strong, man.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. All while experiencing these things. Go ahead.
For an example of suffering, affliction, and of patience.
Affliction, suffering, affliction, and of patience.
Right.
Because why? That patience brings. It was the Lord allowed us to go through these things to do what? To build our faith.
Yeah, man. And we should consider the prophets, man. We should consider Isaiah. We should consider Jeremiah. We should consider David. You know, we should, because David is a prophet. We should consider Yahushua, man.
Of Noah, man. Noah was a prophet too.
We should consider Noah because when you think about Noah, everybody was mocking, scoffing at him, man.
Yeah,
He endured that, man.
He endured it for 100 years, man.
Yeah. We should consider Lot too. These people out here crazy, man. They want to die, man.
I thought he was going to smack her, man.
Yeah. And that's the thing. We should speak basically really Romans 15 chapter. Let me read that for a precept real quick. I gotta leave that as a precept.
It's right there.
Romans 15 verse 4, and it says, "For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope." So everything was written aforetime was written for our learning. Everything that the men before us went through, we should learn from it and apply the good things and learn from the mistakes that they did, man. You know? And this is what we should do. And we should consider and learn from it and be joyful about it, man. And really take it for advice and what is it called? For direction, man, how we should walk. We should walk like Lot, man. He wasn't wrong, wicked. He was vexed. but he still kept Yahawah's faith was delivered, man. And we shouldn't kept basically we should look at Lot's wife, and it shouldn't be like her, man. She was looking back, want to go back to the wickedness, you know, to Sodom and Gomorrah, where all wickedness was, man. We should consider both parts, man. You know,
and that place was wicked as fuck.
Yeah, man. All men are wickedness.
But we were talking about the patience. So let me bring this out right quick. This is James 5:7. Be patient thereof. Therefore, Salakia, brethren, unto the coming of the Lord, YAHWASHI. Behold, the husbandman waited for the precious fruit of the earth. So he's waiting for us, man.
For the elect, for the first fruits.
Yes, he's waiting for them, man. For the first fruits.
Because when you think about
fruit of the earth. Go ahead.
Remember the first fruits. Basically, the fruit, when we got the first fruits, we offered it. There's the feast of first fruits. See, this is what we're doing, man. Yeah, man.
And have long patience for it. So Yahawashi has to be patient.
Yeah, because see what he said, man. Hey, Yahweh said to him, sit, thou my son, O thou Lord, sit on my right hand until I make the enemies their footstool. Roughly paraphrasing, man.
Until he received the early and latter rain,
which is the kingdom, man.
Khan.
Because when you think about the rain, when you got a field, right? And it's constantly raining when you need it. You in paradise, basically.
Yeah.
You know, because you never have a drought. You never have famine, man.
Khan. Verse 8. Be ye also patient. Establish your hearts for the coming of the Lord, Yahawashi draweth nigh.
This is what we're seeing right now, man.
See?
You know, Yahushua is coming back.
Rejoicing, man.
Yeah, man. That's why we're mirth. Because I'm thinking right now, we're rejoicing. These people are dead, man.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Yeah. Like, we happy, like, because we know we're not in fear. We're not wondering, oh, what's next? Oh, I hope that it gets better. I hope that, you know, they don't do too much crazy lockdowns. Let the lockdowns go, man. Burn this motherfucker up.
Hey, bring more. Hey, bring more, Esau, man. I'm telling you, bring more, man. Come down with fear forever. Bring everything you got, man. Let your kingdom be fallen, man.
Come.
Let Yahawa's kingdom come to pass,
do your
man.
Worst, man.
Yeah, man.
Let it go.
Hey, calm down,
like
man.
Elsa. Let it go. Let it go. Man. Do your thing, man.
Don't control it. Don't hold anything back. Bring everything to the forefront. Why? Because that's going to bring the downfall of your kingdom and the kingdom of ours, man.
Yeah, man.
And that's what we're waiting for, man. If you want to believe it or not, I don't care who you are. If you're family members, if you're loved ones, I don't care who the fuck you are, man. If you don't believe in this truth, man, you're done, man. If you don't come back to Yahawashi, you're done. That's the simple fact, man.
How can they come back to whoever they was with?
Yeah, man. But I'm talking about the Israelites, of course, man. You know what I'm saying? If you don't come back, man, you're fucking dumb. I don't care if you was in the back of the woman close relative, man. I don't give a fuck, man. Because if the Lord seems to fit to die, man, you're gonna die, man.
What can you do?
Yeah, man.
It's a terrible thing to fall into the hands of the Lord.
What the Lord said, man. Matthew 5:48. We should be perfect, like Yahushua said. We should be perfect as our Father in heaven is perfect. So His judgment is perfect, right? He's perfect. So everything that He does is perfect. So why should I question His judgment? If He deemed you wicked piece of shit to judge, to be put to death in front of my eyes, or even by my own hands, RAWCHAA, then so be it, man. I'm serious, man.
And the thing about it is, you know, man look on the outward appearance, but the Lord does do what? He knows the heart. He knows what you did in the secret, man.
Yeah, man. He knows everything, man. You can be emotional about this thing, man.
He knows everything that you've done. He knows what you've done. Look, she must walk to the pole.
Oh, I just that's the spirit.
She must walk straight into that pole, man.
I opened the scriptures right on deck, man. Where it has to be. The one Yahawashi, man. First Samuel chapter 16, verse 17. And it says, but the Lord Yahawah said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance.
Yeah.
Talk about Saul. Or on the height of his stature.
Because he was taller. He was a head, shoulder from shoulder to head above everybody in Israel at that time, man.
I was imagining like this, I think. You have to meet a guy, right? and then you have Saul pressed out like this.
What's up, dude?
What's up, playboy?
They were looking up at him like, damn, man.
Yeah, man. That's what I was imagining because it basically said from the shoulder upward. He was taller from the shoulder upward than anybody, man. And when you look at Goliath, he was plus 3 meters plus, man. I looked it up, man. Basically, according to Easter's numbers, you know, but I can imagine he was fucking huge, man. You know,
his armor, that shit was heavy, man.
Yeah, man, it was heavy.
What did it say? 5,000
shekels of silver, for example.
Copper.
Yeah, on his leg, but silver was the net only.
On his legs, bro. On his mail.
Yeah, but he had
how much grams that is, man? That's a lot. That's weight.
And then he could fight. He was a mighty warrior for the Philistines. He was the champion of Philistines. He was mighty. He was carrying everybody. You know what I'm saying? And then they became with faith in YAHWAH, just killed his ass, man.
Said
With
that
one
drink
stone, man.
Went to his forehead.
And then chopped off the head. And then he had it like this. Like Medusa. I imagine like Medusa.
Yeah.
Like they chopped the head of Medusa and be like this.
And
Like,
everybody ah!
yeah, that's the thing, man. Like this. He had like Goliath, he like this, man. He had it like this.
That tongue was hanging
Yeah,
out,
man.
man.
He had it like this. His son, I killed this nigga, man.
Just
He
like
was
how
mighty, man. But he
they
was
made
still
the
humble,
statue-
man.
Like they made a statue over
Yeah,
there.
man. Over there, sitting on
his head,
Goliath's
head, man.
Yeah, man. Got our history out here, man.
Come, man.
But then saying it's not our history. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Because Esau want to steal everything,
Yeah, man.
make himself to be everything that is
Like we said last,
he want to be. Go ahead.
he the Chinese, man. In the movies, he's the last samurai,
Last
right?
samurai, yeah.
Yeah, man. He's the Edomite.
He's the Egyptians.
He's the Edomites. He's the Israelites.
No, he don't want to be Edomites. He don't want to be the Edomites. He don't want
Yeah.
that.
No, but in the movie, you would see, for example, when the movie about Jacob and Esau,
Yeah.
both would be Edomites.
Yeah.
Both would be looking like Edomites, sort of man, man.
Yeah.
So they bring confusion. They claim Israel. They claim
Esau.
the Hamites, man. They claim every race, man. They claim even the Native Americans, man. They're the slaughter, man. Fucking wickedness.
Say even the Native Americans, man.
Yeah, in the movies, they pick them as
White
other-
man.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
and then,
man.
or you got all Native Americans lined up, right? And then one, like in Pocahontas.
You see the picture that they put of Moses, man? Have you seen what they put Moses
I don't,
as,
want
man?
I don't want to even see it, man. Fuck
Hey, that shit made me mad, man, when I saw what they put, how they
No,
put
what?
Moses.
When you go into the movie Noah, right?
Yeah.
You see any dark skin
Russell
person there?
Crowe. Russell Crowe. Not one. Not
Not
one.
one, man.
Not one.
Yeah, but wait. So we just think it according to your science.
There is no black people. There were no black people at any time
But listen to me.
in history.
Just listen to me.
Because according to Esau, the Egyptians was white.
Yeah, man. True.
There was no black people nowhere to be found, man. They were in the
What?
cave. They were in the cave.
There wasn't a cave, but how we got so dark there? Tell me. See, it's just other confusion. But the thing is, for me, right, they're gonna kill each other soon, man, because they were looking to us.
Look.
Yeah. But the thing is, for me, so I got a question, real quick, just a question. So according to ESA science, Jake, dark skin people can make albinos, right? But white people can make dark people. So how all people can be light, basically white, and then we come out dark?
Nah, because what they said, what they said to me.
I don't-
Well, no, one person that said, no, well, we were all black. We all came from Africa. Then why is it that we're all being in every movie, the Ten Commandments from
Yeah.
Charles Heston and everything that
Yeah.
there's Edomites, man.
This is what I'm saying. This is
They're
what I
not
mean.
Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
They're
Middle
the
Eastern.
Middle Eastern.
Now we Ishmaelites. I forgot, man.
Yeah.
Now everybody's Ishmael.
Yeah. Now everybody from Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the same thing.
Now everybody's Saudi Arabian.
Yeah, man.
That's where we all descend from, the Saudi Arabians, man.
Yeah, man. And that's the thing, man. You know what I'm saying? But going back to 1 Samuel 16, verse 17. But Yahweh said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance, or on the height of his stature, because I refused him. For the Lord Yahweh seeth not as man seeth. For man looketh on the outward appearance, but Yahweh looketh on the heart.
So the Lord knows your mind, man. He knows your, which is most private. Nobody can read your thoughts.
Yeah.
Nobody can read your memories. Only you know your memories. And who? The Most High. He knows. He gave you the memory.
But Esau tried to.
You still want to know your memories, man.
He put drugs in you, be like, yeah, what did you do? You're like, I did this.
If it was possible, Esau would record your whole all your memories so he
Yeah.
can read.
That's what he want to do with the Rachel, though.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do with
He
Rachel.
want to know you. He want to know you better than you know yourself.
But what I want to say to this point, spiritually speaking upon it, we have to be in the same mindset, man. You know, because when you're in this truth, like we spoke yesterday about it, if you're in this truth and be like, all Israelites has to be dark-skinned, all Israelites have to be Latinos, because we got even Jakes out there that claim because they saw, they said all the Israelites are Latinos. I saw it too, yeah, man, a while ago. They said like all towards
You ain't
Latinos.
bugged out, and I don't know what the fuck you are.
Because you know why they did it though? Because they had saw the all black Israelites. And now they want to claim all Latino Israelites. So fuck that shit. But anyways, but you have to be spiritual like YAHWAH. You have to be perfect. That's our Heavenly Father, to be in His truth. You have to try. You have to strive to be like Him, because He sees looking not at the outward appearance. He sees the spirit. He sees your mind. He sees what you're thinking. And the same thing what we try to figure out when somebody comes up, looking like a Vietnamese, looking like a so-called white man, looking like a Arab or whatever, man. We're looking at him and be like, hey, how he acts, what he thinking about. We check the spirit through the spirit, through the scriptures.
Through our spirit.
Yeah, I have to speak slow, so like it. Basically, we checking the spirit through the scriptures and seeing if he's an Israelite or not. So it's all about the spirit, man. Because the Lord gave us all those appearance, man. You know? And then scatters us among all people. But you have to understand why we bring it out always, because it's a true fact. The true fact is that all people are dark skinned. The true fact is, I think he's 82. This dude, he's standing there for hours now, man. I'm telling you, like at least 45 minutes.
He was over there too.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. So basically, what you have to understand is why we always bring out that Yahushua was dark skinned, that the Israelites were dark skinned, that the people understand that back in the day, that we basically break down the what is it called? What is it called? Please, let me get it real quick. The precept for it. It's Ephesians chapter 6. The strongholds, yeah, that we break down the strongholds of them, man. That's why we bring it out, because everybody got Yahawashi as a so-called white man in his head. Everybody got the Israelites as so-called white people in their head, man. But we have to break down the strongholds, bring it out like that, man. To bring out the truth, because it's part of the truth, if you want to believe it or not. But it's not the main message. This, of course, the main message that we Israelites, that's the main message. But what we're going in right now is prophecy. But you're always tripping about this. This is the biggest stumbling block for these people, man. That we are saying so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the Israelites, man. It's the truth, man. It's the truth. And if you believe in this truth, it look like another nation. What I say shouldn't discourage you, or basically it should encourage you, man. You know, it should put up your courage, because you see and understand these things. Fuck your skin color, man. Fuck your outward appearance, man. You know, because the Lord can jack you up, but you're gonna be there, man. We can stand here right now with an albino, man, if the Lord will. You know, so it's not nothing about the outward appearance, man. It's about the spirit of Yahweh, man. And we should be in the same manner thinking, because you see people. This is why we analyze these people, because hey, these devils came up, like the devil himself, because they're devils coming up, want to be subtle, but we like, hey, we check the spirit, boom, boom, we gone, man. You don't bring any edification out. You brought edification out. In fact, because of how we dealt with you, but you won't bring any edification for the body concerning the scriptures, because you're going to interfere the whole time, man. You know?
So we were talking about discerning spirits,
Yeah.
right? And I was looking for a precept where it said that
Spiritually, sir?
that we can discern spiritually because of the preaching, of what we've done. But I came across this precept where it's like 1 Corinthians 12:1.
Mm-hmm.
Now concerning spiritual gifts, brethren,
Mm-hmm.
I will not have you ignorant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna jump down to 10. Okay, I'm gonna jump to 8. For everyone is given by the Spirit the word of wisdom. For to one is given by the Spirit the word of wisdom, to another the word of knowledge by the same Spirit, to another faith by the same Spirit, to another the gifts of healing by the same Spirit. Verse 10. To another the working of miracles, to another prophecy, to another discerning of spirits, to other diverse kinds of tongues, to another the interpretation of tongues. You see, verse 11. But all these worketh that one and the same self-spirit, dividing to every man severally as he will. Verse 12. For as the body is one and hath many members, and all the members of that one body, being many, are one body, so also is Hamashiach. See, so the point that I wanted to bring out is that the Lord has given men spiritual eyes. He's given them the ability to discern spirits. So when we say, you see precepts on that? Yeah. So when we say, okay, when the brother, when a person comes up and he starts talking, and we start to try his spirit through the scriptures, we can see spiritually what manner of man he is. Because that spirit,
which means basically he's talking shit. We don't know what we're talking about. We don't know what we're talking about. Basically, Quacksab is somebody. Okay? Quacksab is somebody that basically is they talk basically false doctor is a Quacksab. He talking just shit. He don't know what he's talking about. So he's called us.
yeah. So
This is
it
good,
is
man.
what it is.
Hey,
We're gonna see who knows what in that day.
sure.
It's getting closer and closer. The destruction draweth nigh.
That's
We're gonna see who knows what. We're gonna see who has the wisdom and who's gonna be found dumb. And
Yeah, man.
without no faith, we're gonna see.
Yeah, man. Because faith gonna be the main key to salvation, man. You have to understand that, man.
So these people, you know, everything is all good when they got food in their bellies, man. When they got a full refrigerator full of food, man.
They got comfort.
You know, when your lights are on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you can go buy your fucking cigarettes and you're cracking your weed and shit.
Hey, this is why even when you think about it just spiritually, right? Hey, when people don't get the cigarettes, they bugger when they're stressed for what they're doing. They're like,
Yeah, man. Some people
Like
can't,
this.
they can't function.
all the other drugs,
my
like
mother
Marines.
can't function without cigarettes, man.
See, and that's the thing. So
She go crazy, man.
Yes,
I used
sir.
to hide it when I was younger. I used to hide the cigarettes, man. She beat my ass, man. Beat my ass. I took that ass with though. I used to break them motherfuckers. Break them, bro.
it's very exactly what you're about to see.
She beat my ass with them cigarettes, man.
Man, showing you that you beat your child for basically protecting them, man. Crazy. But
Go ahead,
just free stuff from the common board. Just Jeremiah 17:10. I, the Lord, search the heart. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings.
See?
And it's true, man. So it's all about basically your heart, your mind, your spirit, man. You know, and it's all about that because our appearance, you can look like whatever you want to look like, man.
Bomb, man.
Yeah, you can look like a bomb, and you also can look like another nation. But if you, in the spirit, an Israelite, you're an Israelite, man. You know, and that's the thing, man. Man. But you, hey, of course.
That's why in the book of Revelation, he was like, "Can thou tell me who that numeral number of those people are?" He said, "Thou can tell us," because he didn't know. Why? Because they didn't look like the normal Israelites, man.
Yeah, man, they were uncountable, innumerable, man. They couldn't count
He was
them.
like, "You gotta tell me, because I don't know."
Yeah, that's the thing, man. You know what I'm saying?
So it doesn't matter what the outward appearance is, because the Lord knows the heart, man. The Lord trieth the heart.
Yeah, man. And you have to prove your heart in this life right now, man, to be acceptable of the elect, man. You prove in your heart, you prove your mind in your Bashan right now, man. And because, hey, I'm telling you, man. But if you right now in this situation, not in the truth, man, it's hard, man. You know. Let me just scroll up that we see new comments. Yeah, but it wasn't
because we saw how prideful these people were. There was just two Edomites were up here, man.
for the precept.
The oracles of the Most High are not for them.
Yeah, man.
That's why the scriptures say, "Cast out thy pearls for swine,"
That's what they do, man, to express.
lest they do what? Trample it. And then what we're gonna do? Get vexed? We're gonna get upset? Like,
That's why
let that shit go, man.
be spiritual, man.
Yeah.
Be basically be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove, man. Be as a serpent because you understand, like, hey, what they're doing. They don't want to get edification.
Nah.
So what they're gonna do up here? They're just sent from
Mock
Satan.
and scoff, man.
They're just out here to mark and stuff. They're sent out here by Satan to vex us, to bring basically even maybe let us get physical with them, doing shit like that. Get the police rolled up and the camp is done. But we say fuck all of that and we follow YAHWH's examples and act like we should be, man. Like we're supposed to be. See and discern the spirit, like, okay, man,
Why?
just get the fuck out of here, man.
Because we know we're gonna have these motherfuckers in chains, man.
And we got experience because at the beginning we wasn't like how it was right now, man. I don't think it come like that, man. It comes to experience.
Yeah.
And then imagine when we understand these things. Now imagine El Pos Gabar, El Pos Ramlab, and El Pos Rukah standing together. Or El Pos Rukah and El Pos Ramlab standing together here and seeing them walking by. They know already. They're just seeing them.
Yeah.
Fuck out. Don't even start. Don't even try, man. You just keep it moving. They're like, oh shit, kick rock. Oh, okay. This is the thing, man. They because you have to understand, the more you understand the truth, the more experience you get, the more knowledge understand you get, man. It's simply like that, you know. But I gotta
The thing
appreciate
that we're in is spiritual, man.
yeah, man. It's all about
We
the
don't walk by the flesh, man. You know, we don't walk by sight, we walk by faith, man. You know, but we walk not by sight, but by faith, man.
That's right, that's right.
To these people, they seem blinded. We walking blindly. To us, it's a clear, straight way. Though it be narrow, we see it clearly which way we gotta go.
That's the only way that we have in front of us, man. Because all these other ways maybe appear for a second. It's like you know, like when people have dreams, right? And then memories pop quick up and they'll be gone. This is like they're just like flashing away.
Yeah.
Like in the animes and everything. This is for us like these other ways. Because you see, you're gonna try to know a path walking, right? Then you look up, you see out of nowhere in front of you, another path like this is vanished, boom, gone. It's basically you can go back to what be pro athlete. Then you keep on walking. The left, then all the way to the left. And you can make a career in this world. You can go studying in school and shit.
You
Go
see it
away.
for a second, then you be
Yeah,
like,
man.
this shit bullshit.
Yeah, man. You just keep on walking. You're like,
Yeah.
and this is, but you have to be spiritually stable to do these things, man. You have to be spiritually stable to walk in this way. You have to be basically balanced. Because when you're unbalanced, what's gonna happen? You're gonna fall to the left or the right, or
You're
you
double-minded, man.
or from back or front. And if you're balanced, you're gonna be like on the,
Eli did.
yeah. Boom, damn.
Broke his neck.
He was done. Judgment from YAHAWASHI, man. And that's the thing. So you walking on the straight and narrow path, keep it balanced, that you don't fall, because you can fall into damnation, man. You know, you can fall into damnation if you don't follow YAHAWASHI, man. But I got a quick piece before the camera cut off, then we change better real quick. This Proverbs 16 verse 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and haughty spirit before a fall. Because these Edomites didn't want to admit that the kingdom was fallen. They understood what we were saying, but they didn't understood. They didn't want to admit that their kingdom was
They
fallen.
understood it.
They understood, but they didn't want to admit it. Why? Pride goeth before destruction. They were like, "What? Our kingdom fallen? You think the Israelites, when they was told to go into slavery, they were like, we're going to slavery? Wait,
So I don't think it.
what?" And that's the thing, man. The same thing with them.
I said it.
Yeah.
I said it the same thing when the Israelites were told. Is this better? No.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it. I'm just gonna check
Is
it.
this one? I gave you. Those two are dead.
Just keep on speaking. I'm gonna change it.
When the Israelites were told by Moses that if you keep this word, you're going to be above everybody. If you go against it, you transgress this law, you're going to be taken into slavery. You're going to be this, that, and the third. You're going to be bowed. You're going to be astonishment. You're going to be destroyed. Israel didn't believe it, man.
That's right. Okay.
They didn't believe it. So we were prideful. What happened?
Destruction.
We were destroyed.
Destroyed for lack of knowledge.
You see? So the same thing is going to happen unto these people. Does not the scripture say that the Lord is going to make all these curses come upon the heathen?
Yep.
So the curses that we endured and we went through, we see them coming upon these heathens now. The women is going against them. The houses are divided. They're being destroyed. Everything is, the whole economy and everything is falling apart.
Yeah.
That's what happened to Israel.
Because you have to understand, we had 40 years of peace, man, under King Solomon, man. You know what I'm saying? We had 40 years of peace, but then 40 years of peace was done, and we was destroyed again, man. We was even more divided than before. We was divided in two kingdoms, man, northern and southern kingdom.
Northern and southern kingdom. We hated each other, man.
Yeah, man.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
The
northern kingdom hated
the
the
Northern, and it's still true to this day.
Yeah, you see, because what? The so-called Latinos, the northern kingdom.
Ephraim was proud, man.
Yeah.
Ephraim had pride on him, man.
Yeah.
Hard.
Yeah.
And you think Judah did it? You
Yes,
know?
man.
Go ahead, Axel.
And that's the thing. So basically, both kingdoms, which is one, should be one. But this is basically when, like it says, man, Matthew
Kingdom divided by
itself.
that kingdom shall fall.
That's right, man. This happened to us because it was divided against each other.
Yeah.
And we formed, man.
And there's not Esau's kingdom divided amongst itself.
You see right now, plainly, man. You see, you never saw so much controversy between these nations and even in those nations. You know, now these people are fucking war with each other, man.
They're divided. The house,
Yeah, man.
the streets. The street is divided. Like really, these house over here believing in the COVID, this place over here believing in the vaccine is a lie, and you see, so they're completely divided.
Yeah.
They're completely divided, man.
It's all to a simple for AHBANAWA, man.
Come,
We're going to
Matthew.
Matthew.
Those curses are coming upon you.
That's right, man.
Go
Because
ahead,
the Lord is bringing this kingdom to fall, man. Matthew 12 and 25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand.
Because they try to say that YAHWASHI produces the spirit of Shaitan. That he was he was being
Casting out demons basically by devil, but
Yeah.
Satan himself.
he was Satan casting out demons.
Yeah.
And he's like, how can
gotta
Satan?
write Satan,
Yeah, keep going, man. It's like
Verse 26. And if Satan casts out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand?
you see, and so if the wicked are casting out the wicked, they're divided against themselves. So how can that kingdom stand?
And that's what happened right now. Because you have to understand, like it says in Luke, the 4th chapter, this kingdom is given unto Satan, to whomsoever he will, whom he giveth, basically, rough paraphrasing. So whosoever worships Satan, now whosoever worship him, basically, whosoever worships Satan is ruling this kingdom right now. So, you see these Edomites worshiping Satan and ruling this kingdom, and now they're against each other, man. Is the scripture fulfilling itself, man?
Huh?
It's prophecy, man. Because like it says in Revelation chapter 17, let me get that real quick. Because you see it more and more. Revelation chapter 17, in verse 16, and the 10 horns which are swords upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. See, that's what you're seeing, man. You're seeing the other nations, the EU and NATO, hating America, man. You see more and more the division between them, and to that they're going to burn her with fire, with the nuclear missiles, man.
As we say, the nations were angry at the great whore.
Yep. They're mad. What you see right now?
Yeah,
we saw
all the lies and the deceit.
Yep.
You see?
Yep.
And that's where everybody like, man, fuck America, man.
Yeah, man. What you saw with the Capitol basically building,
they divided it within themselves.
Yeah, because what Germany, every nation condemned them, man. Condemned Trump for saying, basically they condemned America for why? Because Trump is the leader of America. He represents America. When he goes to summit, for example, he goes to summit and stab Kim Jong-un. Right, we're gonna break out, man, because there's America killed our leader.
America, and there was only the action of one man.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Why? Because you representing you. The king is representing the kingdom, man. He's the ultimate servant of the kingdom because he serves the people. You know. And that's the thing. I got my phone. Yeah, man, and this is what you see more and more. To spend off your SHAM. But yeah. So look here.
Man, it's straight demon.
Yep. Okay, and this is let me get a proof from the common board real quick. So Rec chapter 18. I'm gonna find that again. Let me get it from there real quick. This is Sarek. Where is it? So Rec chapter 18 and 20. Before judgment, examine thyself, and the day of visitation, thou shalt find mercy. This is fucking throne. Like, what the fuck I aim at that two times? But hey, this is the thing what we should do, man. We should examine ourselves before judgment because we see the judgment of YAHWAH come on this earth, man. So we should examine ourselves more than ever before, man. We should hasten the day and examine ourselves, man. You know? And that's the thing, man. To swim off YAHWAH, we should keep pushing until the end, man. You know? And the thing is, can you give me Matthew 24 real quick? Put your back a bit. Then let me get it.
I got it right here.
Go.
Matthew 24
and 7. Yeah, man. Because you have to understand that we, in a time of war, man.
Okay, so this is Matthew chapter 24. Let me start at 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
That's what we're seeing right now. Because you have to understand, China is going against America, saying, "Hey, put your nukes down." Then China is telling his army, "Hey, be always ready to war, man." The president basically of China said, Xi Jinping.
They're beating the Bible, the war drums, man.
Yeah,
they're getting ready.
They're pumping themselves up in spirit, you know, the spirit. But the thing is, he said, "Hey, be at all times ready for war." Then you know what they want to do in Germany? They want to basically invest more. The Karrenbauer, basically the ministers or whatever she called of defense, the leader of the German army, which you can't even call the army, but basically saying she want to invest more into drones. Basically in drones for what, man? You think for surveillance, not for attacking, man?
Okay.
And that's the thing.
They want to get on that level of America, man.
Yeah.
America 15 years ahead of everybody with them drone strikes, man. Predator drones.
Gun. Keep it reading. Sure.
And you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled.
See that ye be not troubled, man. We shouldn't be troubled because we see these wars, man. We see these wars popping up, man. We should be bold in YAHWAH. Can you give me 2 Timothy 1:7 real quick?
2 Timothy.
Then go back to this one.
Second Timothy chapter 1 and verse 7. For the Most High have not given us the spirit of fear.
See, so the Most High has not given us the spirit of fear, but
of power and of love and of a sound mind.
See, of a sound mind, man, of a stable mind. You know what I'm saying? And can you look up Salaki, man? I don't have a phone. I have to look it up. Can I go to the etymology of sound real quick? Real quick. This etymology of sound. Read what it says. Because it says healthy, strong mind, man. YAHWAH has given us a healthy mind, right? Healthy.
Sound.
Yeah. Then you go down to the verb. Adjective here.
financially secure and safe, exercising or showing good judgment,
Yeah.
in good condition, free from defect or damage or decay,
Gone. So
in
basically,
excellent physical condition.
see, so basically you strong, man. You're stable. You're healthy. We got a healthy and strong mind, man, that can withstand the hours to everything that the Lord gonna bring against us, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, because you have to understand everything good and bad comes from Yahweh Shem Shai. So what you're going to go through comes from the Lord, man. Go.
All for what? Working of patience and faith.
Yep.
So everything that we've gone through up until this point is to build our faith. It's to build our strength and belief in Yahweh Shem Shai. Why? Because you're gonna look back and be like, I made it through that fucking shit, man.
It's just all preparing you, prepping
know?
you for the time to come.
And it's funny because I often say, when I get into something hard, you could be in Iraq. So the Lord gave me experiences to overcome the things that I go through right now, because I look at the things that I've come through, and I'm like, I made it through that. I can make it through this, man.
Yeah, man.
So if we made it through all of the fucking wickedness of Esau kingdom, what? And then you realize that you made it only through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. That's why it says wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times.
And stability in this word, in this verse means Amunah, goes back to Amun, which means faith, man.
Come, man.
So it's gonna be your faith, man. And faith gonna keep you stable, man.
Come.
You know.
But the end is not. Let me go back to Matthew chapter 24 and verse 6. And you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
See, the end is not yet, man. The end is not yet, man. It's just a beginning.
It's going to say it. For verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation.
What we're seeing right now, because you have to understand, Iraq said, hey, it's ready for war against America.
Iran and Iraq.
Yeah, but Iraq is still Soleimani, right?
Yeah.
Iraq is Soleimani. But Iran was also a general of the Iranian military
forces,
was killed also in the Soleimani attack. And what you have to understand, 2020 started with a boom, and 2021 started with a boom also, man. Why? Because the capital was attacked, man. If it was set up or not, man, it was set up. But, you know, through the supreme power of Yahweh Shem Shai, man, it started heavy again. So we should be in the right mentality with Yahweh Shem Shai. And we should be in the right mindset, because right now it's not the time to seek pleasure and glory in this world, man. Right now, seek time in the spirit power of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. You know, put a leisure for Yahweh Shem Shai, man.
For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines
and this one's too, man. You know, because people talk, hey, listen to me. Right now, like I always say, like the brothers mocking me apart, but listen to me. The thing is, when you talked about famine, I talk to people, they hey, famine gonna come. They don't believe it.
No.
Till it's gonna come to pass, man, and they see it coming.
Just like Noah, like how we said, we gotta look at the patience and the strength and the faith of the prophets of before. Noah was preaching and prophesying for 100 years when he was building the ark, and nobody believed him up until it started raining.
That's right.
So nobody gonna believe us, because just like that dude just walked by, what did he say? We don't know shit.
Yeah.
You don't know. You're talking bullshit, man.
Fuck that. Which means basically you false doctor, what you're saying, man.
Yeah. So they're not gonna believe it up until it's in their face. Then they're gonna look for us, man.
When you go into the quack side, when you look at just look at a quack, like did you like quack like a duck, and then Zalba talking, saying
like you talking
like Babylon. Yeah, like this. He's talking mad shit. That's what he's saying, basically. Yeah. So, and see, and listen to me. I would never think about the way to break down the word like that if I wouldn't come to this truth and be under the men of Yahweh Shem Shai, which are the men of great mills, showing you that they're teaching us the true and right way, man.
Come, man. Come. And pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
And listen, and the thing is, this pestilence is nothing to compare to the deadly pestilence coming after them, man.
They already telling you that there's a new strain.
Yeah, the mutation and everything.
There's mutations.
Yeah. They're talking about 3 mutations already, I think.
They got something planned for y'all asses, man.
And you have to understand that Yahweh Shem Shai is sending these plagues ultimately, man. Yahweh Shai is sending these plagues and let people dropping dead left and right, like it says in Psalms 91.
And you think that these people created these viruses just to keep them in labs? Hell no. They've been created to do what? The spirit, do the will of the Most High. There'll be spirits created for what? Vengeance.
That's right, man.
Okay. And Esau, he got mad spirits upon his ass, mad wicked things that Esau has imagined.
Yeah, that's right.
And the Lord is going to let him enact all the imaginations that he gave him on this world. Okay. So the point that I want to bring out is verse 8. all these are the beginning of sorrow. So we know that we're in the beginning of sorrow right
It's
now.
just the beginning, man. You have to understand.
And they
this-
starting to cry. People starting to cry. I can't believe this shit is going down.
Yeah.
Why is it like that, man? Why are these things happening, man? Why are these things going down?
Bitches still want to be fancy, but sorrow is gonna kick in, man. I'm telling you, man.
Trying to be fancy in winter clothes.
Yeah.
With
They want to still show their body even though it's fucking cold out there, man.
I don't get it.
Yeah. You don't get it.
They're ready to die. That's what they're ready to do.
They want to be they want to be taken, man. You have to understand these females want to be taken. They don't want to admit it, but they want to be taken.
Yeah.
If a strong man comes up, if a
rabbit.
strong man comes up with, hey, you mine, she turned on, man. And then she's gonna be denied before of a girlfriend, but a strong man be like, and then talking smoothly to her a little bit, it's done, man. You're gonna take her, man. But you have to understand, we're gonna come in a time of sorrow, man. And this is just a big beginning because you're thinking right now. This is because I was talking today with a lady, not a lady, but a cracker on the plantation, right?
Cracker.
A real cracker, man.
She like cheese.
And, yeah, man. You saw that? Left my ass up, man. Crackers like cheese.
Yeah, man. That's the truth, though, bro.
Yeah.
That's the truth. The
Yeah.
Lord ain't no joke, man.
But hey, so you were saying like, the old people complain because she was 80 years old. You're like, can you please help me carrying this stuff because my back is 3 times hurt already. I'm like, just don't fucking talk, man. I have to do it regardless. What you talking about, man? Don't bring fucking excuses up.
Yeah.
So can irritate Bex by her, right? And then she's talking like, I get mad at the old people because they're complaining they can't do nothing. I'm not just thinking about the people when there was a war, man. Because they couldn't do shit and they complain about things. And I'm thinking to myself, you don't even know what's coming.
Damn.
The third world war is coming, man. The third world war is coming and you're gonna be fucked up in this shit, man. And can you give you Revelation chapter 9 and 12 and 11 and 14 if I remember right? Can you get these 2 precepts, man?
Revelation.
Yeah. Because hey, this the first world war, the second world war, and the third world war is prophesied in the Bible, man. That's what we're seeing right now to spin off YAHWASHI, man. Manifesting on this planet Earth because you see all these nations are ready for war. Turkey is basically still holding on the S-400 from Russia. Russia is stepping up this game with the missiles. China.
Russia been.
Run everywhere.
No. He been feeding the whole world with ammunition and weapons, man.
Yeah.
Taking that money and then pulling it back into his own system, building more weapons and man, Russia ready, man.
Afghanistan.
Russia's ready, man.
Because not Afghanistan, man. Afghanistan.
And Uzbekistan or something like this.
No, but I mean Afghanistan because who's India and Afghanistan is a war too, right? These 2 nations.
With each other.
Yeah.
India, no, I don't think so.
No, but it was not what was the AHBANAWA country? What it was with the A, and they basically had tension between each other. And India is ready for war too, man. India got even. You have to understand the Greeks say I'm strong, man. So, North Korea saying I'm ready. King Jong-un saying he's ready, man. He's condemning America. Everybody's turning on this bitch, man, on the whole. And you see the third world war is right around the corner, man. Just scream powerful YAHWASHI shot.
This is Revelation chapter 9 and verse 12. One woe is past, and behold, there come 2 woes more after her.
See?
Hereafter.
So
more
what-
hereafter. Salakia.
So 1 war is past, the first world war is done. So 2 more wars coming here after.
It's
The
Revelation 4, right?
11 and 14. And then you got the second world war, which is done. It's the second war. Now you got the third war coming. To swim off YAHWASHI, man. I think 11 and 14.
Yeah, come.
This is spirit,
This is Revelation chapter 11, verse 14. The second woe is past,
Which means the second world war is past.
and behold,
Huh?
the third woe cometh quickly.
The third destruction, the third lamentation come quickly, man, because the whole world going to be lamenting, man.
So the first precept we just read, it was talking about the first woe, the First World War,
Yeah,
and
the
it says,
second
behold, two more woes come hereafter.
That's what I'm saying,
Then you
yeah.
go 2 chapters to the next one.
Talking about the second world war is done and the third world war is coming.
Okay,
That's what
now
it's
he's saying in the second world war, the second world war is past, and behold, the third cometh quickly. The third world cometh quickly.
That's
So
what we're seeing.
yeah, she's a king, right?
That's what I'm saying. The third war is coming quickly, man. The third war comes quickly, man. To spin off YAHWASHI, man. So World War III is right around the corner, man. This ain't no joke, man.
But
You think
nobody
it's a
gonna
joke?
believe it until it's there, man.
Yeah, man. That's the
Until the
thing.
bombs start hitting, until the people start getting slaughtered by them soldiers and doors start getting kicked in. That's what the Lord said. The scripture said, "What they're gonna ravish, man. They're not gonna spare nobody."
Until basically the siren comes.
Yeah, it's too late.
Yeah.
It's too late to look for the prophets. It's too late to look for the word.
It's too late
It's too late to try to get right with the Most High, man.
to seek the Lord, man. It's too late for them.
Come.
I was thinking about the Joel the third chapter, man. Joel chapter 3, man. Joel chapter 3, starting at verse 9, man. You know, going down. And then also, second is 13th chapter, man. Just going a little bit to the Third World War, man. Basically World War. You know what I'm saying?
This is Joel chapter 3 and verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles.
So proclaim ye this. Bring this news out among the other nations.
Prepare war.
Make you ready for war.
Wake up the mighty men.
So get ready for, wake up your best men, best warriors, man.
Let all the men of war draw near.
So let your whole army come here, man.
Let them come up. Verse 10. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears.
So basically, invest your money that you put in your agriculture back in the day, put it now into your arsenal, into your military, man. Why? Because war is about to pass, man. The third war is about to come, man.
Let the weak say, I am strong.
See, this is what we're seeing right now. The weak nations, like North Korea, because back in the day, you never heard of North Korea. You just heard that they're basically dictators.
Yeah, man.
India was never on the scene with nuclear missiles, man. There was just like bombs and Elamites, man.
They call them sand niggers.
See, that's the thing,
God, man.
Got them
Yeah,
Elamites.
they call them these Indies, man. Like I forgot what the name that they call them, but they never took them as a threat.
Yeah, they tell like just look at them, man.
Yeah, they're like
cow worshippers.
Who's gonna come up against me?
Yeah, and that's the thing.
That's why it says America, Babylon, come sit down in the dust.
Yeah, man. That's true.
You see, because every nation is going to
light
your ass up, man.
Isaiah 47 says, man.
Come on, man.
And then you have what you all got, man. Iraq is speaking boldly.
After Iraq is destroyed, though, man. They fucked up Iraq.
Of course, they fucked it up, but you have to understand that this because what
they get strength from other nations around them.
Yeah.
Because they paying with the oil, and then that was the whole point of America going over there to secure that goddamn that pipeline of oil.
Yeah. But what I mean is, they are basically all in the war mode.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to
roused
war,
up,
man.
Because here it is right here, verse 11. I mean,
just return from 9. We're gonna go to
beat your plowshares into swords. And your pruning hooks into spears, let the weak say, I am strong.
That's what we're seeing right now.
Verse 11, assemble yourselves and come all ye heathen.
So you come all together.
And gather yourselves together round about to the cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahawah. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Which is Yahawashi, which means Yahweh's judgment, which is in the Middle East, where Yahweh and Yahushua are going to judge them. Because you also see the prophecy in Revelation, the 16th chapter, the 12th verse. The river Euphrates is dried up, man. We should never forget about that. When we started really teaching this word, man. I remember. Wow, hey, I was amazed when this shit happened, man. I was prophecy fulfilling, man.
Yeah.
I was rejoicing because you see Habakkuk 2 and 3 come to pass. Isaiah 46 and 10 come to pass, man.
For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
See, so you have to understand that this nation's going to come together and fight against each other. Because Gog and Magog, like it says in Ezekiel 38, is getting ready for war again against America, man.
Second Esdras 13, right?
Yeah, second Esdras 13. We can start at basically 1 week down to 11, man.
And it came to pass after second Esdras 13, chapter 13, verse 1. And it came to pass after 7 days I dreamed a dream by night.
Man, it's talking about Ezra, dreamed a dream, got a vision from
Yahawashi. There arose a wind from the sea that it moved all the ways thereof. Verse 3.
And wind represents destruction, man. Like it says in Revelation 7 chapter, man. Hold back the wind, which is the destruction of this world, man. You know?
And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven.
The thousands of heaven are the chariots, and the man waxing strong is Yahawashi, man.
And when he turned his countenance to look, all things trembled that were seen under him.
See, and the thing is what you have to understand, man. Hey, can you give Revelation 1:7 real quick as a precept? Because what we have to understand is, hey, Yahawashi going to come back, and the whole sky everybody going to see this glory of Yahawashi, which is basically the army, the chariots, everything, man.
This is Revelation chapter 1 verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds.
Yahawashi going to come with clouds, which are the chariots.
And every eye shall see him.
See, every eye shall see him. Of course, the television, because when they understand, they're going to be like, hey, an invasion. Going to show it, everybody going to see it, like breaking news. And also, you're going to have the chariots covering the whole sky, man. You know? Just finish it.
And they also which pierced him, and all the kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. So even so, amen.
So everybody going to be a limitation when you see Yahawashi, because you have to understand the common belief of this world is when Jesus crazy, which is truly our heavenly Lord and Savior, Yahushua, going to come back. They're thinking like, hey, there's going to be peace on the earth. But Yahushua going to come back for slaughter, man.
Verse, back to 2nd Esdras chapter 13 and verse 4. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice.
See, all they burned to heard his voice, man. Why? Because lazy beams was shot and there was burned, man.
Like as the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire.
See, because when you think about it, when it's constantly hot, you know, and never the rain comes, the field is dried up, and at the end it's going to turn to dust, man. And the same thing happened to the other nations.
And after this, verse 5, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea.
See, so all the
sea, though, you know, you think like the earth, but it's the firmament of water. You know? So anyway, it's like,
but yeah, when you think, but all these nations, like we called before, all these different nations gonna come together to fight the man, Yahushua, man. So they're gonna come together to fight the dread, like what is it called, the one president said, I forget his name. Ronald Reagan. Yeah, he said basically
together for outer extraterrestrial threat.
Yeah, see,
it will make them put all their differences aside and come together and fight
against him.
Yeah,
see, this is the thing, man. He was speaking the truth because it's gonna happen. They're gonna come all together and fight against each other, and then they're gonna fight against Yahushua, man.
Verse 6, but I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it.
The great mountain is his chariot, the fathership, man. Go ahead. And just because now I'm gonna speak on this other.
But verse 7, but I would have seen the region over the place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not.
See, so he couldn't see where basically the big ass chariot was coming from because it was so huge. It covered the whole sky. He was like, I can imagine he was looking like you see right now the towers and everything, right? We can see it because in the movie, so like because in the here right now, but you see the highest skyscrapers here in Frankfurt. Then you look, now you can see to back there, and then you see still the chariot going. You don't know where it's coming from, man.
And after this, I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were so afraid, and yet durst fight.
See, so they're gonna be afraid, but still the Lord's gonna harden the heart like he hardened Pharaoh's heart, that they're gonna fight against Yahushua, because you have to understand, this was gonna come was never seen on planet Earth. They always talk about UFOs, but wait till they see really a so-called UFO, man. Just wait till they see really a chariot of Yahushua. One gonna be enough. But a whole fleet of them, whole army of them, gonna come, and they're gonna be like, But what people do when they're afraid of something, for example, when the wild see an animal, they're afraid of something, they're gonna shoot it. They're gonna want to fight against it because it's so full of fear. The fear gonna kick in, and they're still gonna fight because the Most High gonna harden their heart, man.
Verse 9, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand nor held sword nor any instrument of war. Verse 10, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempest. Verse 11, and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and the smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid.
So you have to understand what just happened, what the brother just was reading. You see, Yahushua got his chariot and the biggest laser beam of fire, which was so beautifully described that I don't even have to put in it. Just not even, I can't even put it in the words, man. How it's gonna look, man? How it's gonna be? It's gonna just be a consuming fire, because it's just gonna be like a tag, boom, and then the fire gonna hit, zip, and it's done. Because do you think Yahushua gonna spend like this? The fire gonna come off his mouth and all this lip? No, man. It's not talking about that. It's talking about the chariots. It's talking about the chariots bringing a big ass laser beam upon the innumerable multitude and putting them to ashes, to destroy the army of the other nations, which means the downfall of the kingdom. Because when the army fails, what happens then to the kingdom? It's going to be ravished by the invaders. Because Yahushua is invading this world, man. They're going to take it over. Like it says in Revelation, man. He got the victory already, man. They're going to try to subdue him, but he got the victory.
And if you want a picture what that big laser was like, just look up Independence Day when it hit New York.
Yep.
You know, you you laugh at this shit, but you don't know that you already marked for death.
That's right, man.
You're marked, bro.
And he looking again, man. Hey, this is
You don't even know that you marked for death. You think that this shit is a game.
Yep.
You know?
Come.
But you're you think because you got a little woman walking beside you, you've already marked for death, man.
That's not even his problem, man. She got 20 dicks and shit, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You know how these young thotties out there know nowadays, man. I'm telling you, man. They be like, yeah, I'm 18, I got 7 men.
Is that what they can do?
Yeah.
You got anything else?
I was thinking about the Revelation 17. Let me get this right. Let me get this right. Revelation 17. And also Revelation 19. It's Revelation chapter 17 in verse 14. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them, for he is Lord of lords and King of kings, and they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful. So basically, it's talking about the other nations, NATO and the EU, fighting against Yahawashi. Yahawashi going to overcome them, man. And also another preacher I was thinking about is I think Revelation 20. This Revelation. That's crazy, man. But dude, you fixed the screen, right?
Yeah.
This is what happened, man. They fucked the bullshit, man. Revelation 20 and verse. Let me start at 8. Now 7. And when the 1,000 years expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison. Because Esau was loose out of his prison. 1,000 years under us in slavery, basically. You know, and the Dark Ages, 1,000 years. And then it was loose again. Verse 8. And shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the 4 quarters of the earth. What he did, man. He made them all drunken with the wine of the wrath of his fornication. Like it says in Jeremiah 51. Gog and Magog to gather them to get to Babel, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. So it's gonna be Russia against America, man. Russia gonna bomb the shit out of America, man. And then these nations gonna fight against each other, because when you think about Russia bombing America, America gonna bomb back, man. You know, they're gonna be like, hey, we can take Russia, they're gonna shoot back, man. And then they're gonna see Yahawashi coming, and then they're gonna fight against Yahawashi, man. Then they're gonna be burned to ashes, man.
They're gonna be fighting, and then they're gonna look up and be like, "What?
Yeah, man. Hey,
Attack him!"
it's like imagine like you on the Gatling gun, I think called.
Gatling gun.
It's Gatling gun, right? Sitting on Gatling gun, fighting against each other first. They're looking up. They're both going like this, zip, shooting against them, man. Yeah. Like with the missiles, basically. You understand what I'm saying? Because first they fighting against each other, and then you see a common threat. Because what I always say, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Right. Yeah. That's what's gonna happen, man. Because they're gonna see Yahawashi as the enemy, which we are, man. Because we enemies to this world, man, to this kingdom. We enemies to this kingdom. Why? Because we're going against this kingdom, man. We don't want to have to do anything with this kingdom, but we have to, man. You know. Go on. I want to go real quick to Revelation 2:19, and then but it's Revelation chapter 19 and 11. And I saw heaven opened, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. And in righteousness he doeth judge and make war. And it's talking about Yahawashi, man.
I was about to say the same thing.
Yeah, man.
That's Yahawashi.
And the white horse.
Righteousness he doeth judge.
And make war.
And he make war.
And that's right, man. And when you think about the white chariot, man, hey, the white horse, do you think Yahawashi gonna come back, white horse, you know, riding him? No, man, it's talking about the chariot, like we read in Revelation 13. The great mountain. He set up the great mountain, which flieth. And a mountain can fly. Of course, Rich Paul, you can lift it up, telekinesis, and let it fly. But let's talk about the chariot, man. Both accounts talk about chariot. Yahawashi sitting on the chariot, come back to invade this world and to destroy this world, that we can be established. Why? You can't put a kingdom upon the kingdom. The kingdom has first to be destroyed, and then you can build upon it, man. That's going to happen.
Coming to be at peace with these people, man.
Yeah, you know what the people thinking? They're not gonna come back and make a contract with them to join the relationship, basically. Get the fuck out of here, man.
You're gonna see.
No, man, you're gonna see, man. Yahawashi gonna come back with wrath, man. He's gonna not meet you as a man, man. He's gonna not meet you as a man, like it says in the book of Isaiah. You know.
See, so he coming with that white horse. Go ahead.
Verse 12. His eyes was a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. And he had the name written that no man knew but he himself. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood. And why is that, man?
Because he slaughtered Esau.
Yeah, man. You thinking because he went into the wine press, you know, a little bit, make a little bit of wine. Nah, man, you're gonna come back to slaughter. And all this blood on his vesture is blood from other people, man. It's blood from from the person he's gonna slaughter, man. Yahushua gonna come back to mass slaughter. This is gonna be the biggest massacre ever happened in this world, man. I'm telling you, man.
Death.
Hey,
Great death, man.
and it's gonna be told in tales to our children and children, man. You know what I'm saying? In the kingdom.
Come.
This,
That's right, though.
because when you think about it, because this is gonna be the great beginning of our kingdom, basically. Not great beginning because it starts within us right now.
Come.
But this great takeover, the great conquering of our kingdom, man.
We're gonna be telling tales about how Yahawashi crack open the skies and slaughter. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be telling that to our children, man.
Like the water, because it says, and I saw heaven open.
Yeah.
Because you have to understand, Yahushua gonna crack open the sky, like in the movie Avengers. Like the beast came out, you're gonna crack open the sky like portal. You know what I'm saying? Like what is it called? Invert basically, and come down here. And come from the spiritual realm into the physical realm of this new body, man, with the spiritual powers to destroy this world, man. Yeah, man. And that's what's up, man.
Go ahead,
But yeah, verse 13. And he was clothed with vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of the Most High. And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. And the armies are the angels, man, clothed in fine linen, white and clean, man. Because the angels are basically clothed in righteousness, man. In white, which represents righteousness. They're gonna come back in armies, man. The angel upon 8,000 upon angels, man. You know, 20,000 and 1,000. Something to this effect. I think it was in Revelation 5th chapter, man. You know. So you see what's about to come to this world, man. You see what's about to come to this world.
And it says that they followed him, so you know that they're ready for battle. They're not just coming to look. You know what I'm saying? They're ready, man, on their own chariots. Go ahead.
That's right. Verse followed him with white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. Verse 15. And out of his mouth go for sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations. See? And when you go into the word smite, it means punch, man. You know, like it's also said in Isaiah 56,
plead with all flesh.
Yeah, plead with all flesh, which means judge all flesh, man. Because 2 Corinthians 5 and 10 it says, hey, we all have to appear before the judgment seat of Yahushua, man. Yahushua gonna come back to the slaughter and give righteous judgment upon his word, man. Like it says, in righteousness, he do judge and make war. You know, he's gonna judge and make war. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, and he treadeth the winepress of the business and wrath of the Almighty power. Showing you the Lord is mad. The Lord is completely mad. He's furious. He wants his kingdom to. Hey, the Lord hates wickedness. The Lord hates abominations, man. So the Lord wants his kingdom to end, man. That's the thing. The Most High YAHWAH wants this fucking wicked kingdom to end. And this is what we're about to see, man.
He's waiting in patience.
Yeah.
To reap those first fruits.
That's right, man. And we have to be waiting patiently too, man.
Until the Lord tells him it's time to come.
Yeah.
You know?
And what we have to understand is, hey, we should look up to the heavens and see. All these things come to pass. Our redemption draweth nigh, man. You know, the chariots, the prophecies come to pass, man. Hastening the day of YAHWAH, man. Tell me. There's nothing else that we should do right now, man. You know, of course we have our balances. Yeah. But first and foremost should come this truth, man. We should daily push the video, man. We should study more, man. We should examine ourselves, man. Do it step by step and gradually, basically, increase, you know. And don't be procrastinating, man. I'm telling you, don't be procrastinating because this is a heavy spirit, man. Man, upon many brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Go on.
Yeah, that was it.
Go on. And just one more place to finish it. Verse 19, Revelation 19 and 19. And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and the armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse against his armies. Verse 20. So, like we said before, Yahushua,
those nations are going to be gathered together.
Yeah, we're going to make war against Yahushua, man, and his armies.
So the seat of judgment.
Like it says in Revelation chapter 12. Satan and his angels, which is talking about Esau and his military fighting against Yahushua and his angels. Man. Verse 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet, with him the false prophet that brought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast. See, you're gonna be deceived by taking the mark of the beast because you're thinking Esau's the disgraced savior of this world, man. But he's the destroyer of the world, man. You know,
he's been set up to destroy, to lead many to the the slaughter.
That's right.
And he's slaughtering, he's using Israel too.
Yep.
He's deceiving Esau, deceiving Israel by the 501c3 charter.
Yeah.
You know, to teach the children of Israel folliness and false doctrines.
Yep.
That's why it says the false prophets also, and the beast. Go ahead,
with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worship his image.
When you worship the image, you took that mark.
Yeah, man.
So you can be okay in this kingdom.
Yep.
So you can go ahead and try to survive when this shit is about to be destroyed anyways.
And these people gonna do it because I remember watching this video that the German citizen basically recorded of a police officer because he was driving after the curfew, and then the police officer was speeding hard to catch up to him. Boom, and then he was like, "Hey," the police of the guy was like, "Hey, so if a goddamn Zerder telling you to come with underwear to the job, you're gonna do it?" He said, "I'm gonna do it." Showing you which state these people are in, man. They are fucking slaves to these people, man. Good homeborn slaves, man. And that's the thing, man. And you have to wake up to the true fact that Esau's the devil and that this kingdom is about to fall, man. And what you should do, going to the winner's side, man. To YAHWAH got the victory already. This is what we should do, man. Come. Salake. These both were cast alive into the lake of fire, burning with brimstone. Which talk about the nuclear destruction, man. Nuclear destruction, the fight is hit. The fire they're gonna burn America, man. The lake of fire, man. Which is gonna be under the firmament. And we are also gonna be above the firmament, man. Be safe from this common destruction. You know? Yeah, man.
And like the brother said, the actor said, those things, all these things that are written are coming to pass.
Yeah. You know? That's right, man.
So
That's right.
we have an understanding of the prophecies, and we see that, you know, what we said in the beginning, we hasten in that day. You know, got something more?
Yeah, verse 21. And the remnant was slain with the sword of him that sat upon the horse, which sword proceeded out of his mouth, like we read before. You know, the ladies being boom attacked, and all the foes were filled with their flesh.
Boom, man. Hey, mass death gonna happen. Mass death gonna happen. And the falls of the earth, these scavengers, man, gonna come and eat these dead bodies, man, because they're the basically natural trash bag, man. They're here to basically make the earth clean from the things that the earth shouldn't take in again. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing, man. Yeah, man. So prepare yourself, man, for times never seen before. Prepare yourself for the Third World War. Prepare yourself for Jacob's trouble. The time never seen before. The time of great tribulation, man. Only YAHWAH can save you out of them, man. Nothing else. No man, not I can do it, not the brother can do it. Only YAHWAH can do it. So you have to work with your own salvation, with fear and trembling. Or you're going to be done. Repent while you still can, or be destroyed for your pride and for your basically unbelief, man. Straight up. Yeah, man.
That was it.
I don't think so, man. Got anything else, man? Only the slavery. Man, I think. Let's think about the Jordan, the second chapter of the missiles. But now, I got one more. The second, chapter 15 and verse. No, I was 16. I wasn't 16 like that. Second, 15 and verse. Let me start at 20. Behold, saith the Most High, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Libanus, to turn themselves one against another and repay the things that they have done to them. To who? To the elect, man. See, and that's the thing. So the Lord gonna come back, gather all the nations like we said before, to reference him, man. Can you look at the reference real quick? To reference him, man. And then they're gonna fight against each other. And it's gonna be like them. Like who? Like the children of Israel, man. Like his elect. Because like it says in Luke chapter 18, the Lord gonna eventually elect speedily, man.
Respect.
Yeah.
Awe and respect.
See, so pay the
To
dues.
honor, fear, to be afraid of.
See? So basically, you're gonna get a nation to basically respect and fear YAHWAH, to acknowledge him, man, as the true and only power, man. Come. Verse 21. Like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, which are the elect, so will I do also a recompense in their bosom. This saith Yahweh power.
My right hand shall not spare the sinner, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth. Verse 23, the fire is going forth from its wrath. And the fire is going from the forth from its wrath, and has consumed the foundation of the earth. See the foundation of the earth, and the sinners that destroy that is kindled. See the spring power of YAHAWAH shine, man.
Yeah. Easy stubble, man. Easy burning fire.
Yeah, man. And like you said, like, hey, they're gonna the light gonna even shine as sparks among the stubble. But let's talk about, because you have to understand these missiles are the weapons of the indignation of YAHAWAH, man. These missiles are going to bring mass judgment, and also the laser beams of the chariots, man, which is going to destroy this place, man, which is going to burn this world to ashes, man. First and foremost, America, because the other places still going to be burnt down and everything. But hey, certain places the missiles going to still hit, man, you know. But hey, to the spring of YAHAWAH, this kingdom is fallen, our kingdom is coming, and we should stay strong until the end and not follow this truth, man. Because if you fall out there right now, man, you done. I'm telling you, done. Of course, hey, the Lord says He has mercy on whom He has mercy. You know, it's all about Him. But you have to understand, man. Hey, you should work out your own salvation and follow YAHAWAH with everything you got, man. Hey, you should even hope more for mercy of YAHAWAH more than ever before, man. Because right now it's time of judgment, like we read before. Examine yourself before judgment, of paraphrasing, man. You know what I'm saying?
We see all of this is coming through the Spirit. We see through the Spirit what manner of men we should be, and that these prophecies are coming to pass.
That's right, man. That's right. Yep.
So with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto
YAHAWAH, BASHIM, YAHUSHAI, BASHIM, KABAD.
Double honors to the elders and the apostles of great wisdom and taught us this truth. That's right. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, the 144,000 men pushing the truth and wholehearted sincerity across the four winds. Until next time, Shalom.
Shalom, man. Hey, what if everybody else coming for, man? Hey, keep the faith, man, and do it unto the end, man. Shalom.